Hello, everybody, and welcome to our two-part Halloween shebang-a-bang that we're going to be doing for the next 2 weeks. Unless everybody dies this week, then we'll do something else next week. Um, that's the joys of the game we're playing tonight. We're playing Dread, which is a game of horror, normally played utilizing a Jenga tower. But if you've watched stuff on our channel before, we've played Dread before using a D20 system, and we're going to be kind of using that again here today. Check that out too. It's on the channel. It's the Black Forest Inn. Sam and I are players in it. Sam's my drug dealer. It's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah,
Go watch
right.
it. It's a two-parter as well, and that was my first time ever playing Dread, and yeah, a lot of fun. But before we begin, announcements. October 31st, you'll be able to watch the first episode that we record of our next campaign. So only 2 weeks from now on Halloween, you'll be able to watch the first episode of our next campaign. And I will say it's fitting that it happens to fall on Halloween based on just ideas in my head. Kate also has a shop you should support, Etsy, Redbubble, all of that. It's all in the links to the video description. So just do that, support Kate, because Kate is the best. So, before we begin, Dread, as I said, is a game of horror normally played utilizing a Jenga tower. Whenever a player performs an action that would have considerable risk tied to it, the player is asked to pull from the tower. If the tower falls, the character is removed from the game, usually by death, and the player is asked to leave the table. In this instance, you will just be asked to turn off your microphone and your webcam and be a silent audience member. Like we have before on the channel, we'll be using a D20 system. The required number needed will be 2 for the first check, and for every successful check across the group, it'll increase from there. Once a character is removed from play, the number/tower resets back to the start. Just like the actual game. But depending on how many players you have, if you're using a tower, you remove a certain number of blocks at the start. If a character wishes to do something that's a little more difficult, the Game Master will ask them to pull more than one block from the tower. If the character is, say, trying to hold open a door closed against an enemy, they may be asked to pull blocks from the tower. You know, it's just all about pulling. And, well, I could have worded that better. Yeah, that's the gist of it. Real simple. There are no mechanics. There are no stats. Nothing. Since we're only doing a two-parter, I'm introducing a fun little mechanic called Bleed. Each player can choose to bleed once and only once across both sessions to automatically succeed on something they're attempting to do without having to risk rolling for it and potentially dying. But the risk is that the next number required to succeed is increased by 2. If you're watching this on our VOD, which I hope you are, in the top left-hand corner is the current required roll, and that will update across the course of the game.
Oh, so if so if one of us chooses to bleed, then it'll be harder for everyone else.
Including yourself, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
but also pulling also makes so like every time you make a roll, it goes up by 1, right?
Yeah. But if you bleed, it goes
So
up by
bleed-
2.
Yep.
But yeah, anytime there's a successful roll, it goes up by 1. It really sucks if somebody pulls from the tower and it immediately falls the first thing of the game, but it happens. As this is a game of horror and dread, there may be some themes or subject matter that is upsetting to some viewers. But for this one, all I'll say is probably violence and gore, and that's probably it in terms of themes. June 11th, 1993. We're going back to the 90s. So hopefully everybody remembers the 90s.
This group, yes.
Yeah, woo! Hell yeah. Anyways, EvoBiogenic, a pharmaceutical company known for developing groundbreaking cures for debilitating diseases, is hosting a cruise, marketed as a fundraiser to support endangered species and wildlife conservation. Promoted as a charitable event, the cruise promises luxury, education, and adventure, with a good portion of the proceeds going towards conservation efforts. So EvoBiogenic is known worldwide for being a pretty good company, all for the environment. Unlike the real life. EvoBiogenic's CEO, Michael Winston, is known for his public advocacy of animal welfare and environmental protection, adding legitimacy to this event as he is said to be presenting or showing off a video to some manner. The cruise, billed as the first of its kind, is meant to generate both funds and awareness for preserving the planet and everything that calls it home. It's been 3 days since the ship departed from Melbourne, Australia. The passengers are well into their journey, now navigating the waters surrounding a cluster of islands a few hundred miles off the coast of New Zealand. And this is 1993, so unfortunately there is no Hobbiton set to visit. The evening sun casts a serene glow over the waves as everyone begins to gather in the grand dining hall for the luxurious meal where this sort of presentation is said to be held. As everyone kind of gathers their seats, sits down, the hundreds and hundreds of passengers and crew, the ship's captain appears on the stage, drawing everyone's attention to him. With a click of a tiny little remote, the room dims as the projector whirs to life, casting a video onto the screen. The image of a lush tropical landscape appears, and in front of it stands Michael Winston, a tall, impeccably dressed man with neatly combed back white hair. Good evening, everyone. I want to personally thank you for joining us on this cruise, which we hope is the first of many. At EvoBiogenic, we believe in doing everything we can to protect and preserve this planet. That's why this cruise is so important. The proceeds from this event will help save countless endangered species from the brink of extinction. And the camera pans down as Winston gently lifts a small infant gorilla into his arms. This is Henry. He begins stroking the gorilla's fur. An eastern gorilla and one of the many species we're fighting to protect. Thanks to your support, Henry and others like him have a fighting chance. And he smiles warmly and sets Henry the gorilla back down, who playfully scampers off into the jungle behind him. Enjoy the rest of your cruise, and remember, you're part of something bigger here. You're making a difference. And the screen fades to black, the lights come back on, and we're all left in the dining hall. So one by one, I think it's time to... We pan to, a table where you all just happen to be sat together for no real reason, just it's a table. We're going to go through and describe what we're seeing here. So first off, let's go with, just in order of the overlay, Lex. Who are we looking at? What do you look like? Who are you? You're also muted, so we can't hear you.
You're right, I am. Sorry. You see an individual who looks to be early, about mid-20s, probably pushing 20, 25, 26. They are amply dressed in the sense of they look like they kind of belong. They have a nice little button down that is those obvious Hawaiian floral designs on it. They have a bit of upon the nose, kind of like the T in the nose area, a little bit of red from a sunburn. Their hair is it has that, I call it the Milo Thatch kind of part, where it kind of goes down and then kind of curls up, but kind of stays pushed back a bit. Like a almost strawberry blonde color, though it looks a bit lighter. They have not a overly massive frame. They're very wiry almost. They have clear bags under their eyes, like they don't get a lot of sleep, um, or they haven't recently. And on the table in front of them, they have a journal, a book that is open, and it's a pen that they have in there. As they're watching it, they're kind of scrolling and kind of like biting on the end of it and writing a bit more. And then next to them, opened, it's a laptop where they'll occasionally go and they'll type a couple things, go and like write it into their book. Like they're multitasking in a really not great way. Yeah, that's
All
let
right.
me say my name.
If you want to, yeah. Everyone's kind of got like passenger ID badges.
Sure.
Yeah.
His name on his passenger ID, it would say Rory Hurst.
Alrighty. And beside Rory, we have Sam.
All right. All right. So who's you got here? Is you got Jeb Phillips? He's he's wearing one of those like checker print shirts that's kind of wrinkled. It was stuffed in his bag and it wasn't exactly folded well. He doesn't know how to use an iron. He's like, you know, a little bit of a hefty guy, but he's got those like thick hands from working, you know, lots of callus on him, and like they're still stained from oil, even though no matter how many times he washes them. He's got his hair nice and combed, but he's still wearing a trucker hat on top of it. And he's sitting there with his mom, who is his guest at this cruise, and he is doing his best to face away from the windows so he doesn't have to look out at the ocean. And he's probably talking to his mom after the video, and he's saying, he's like, "Look, Ma, I told you, we could feel good about this. We spent the money and we're helping the planet. It's a nice thing we're doing here. We're doing something nice for us and nice for everybody."
Hell yeah. And beside Jeb Phillips, we have Caleb.
So you see, I've upped the age a little bit since last I gave you, Justin. So you see a man in a very clean, presentation ready, full tuxedo, with slick back hair, fresh shave, sunglasses on. And he is smoking a cigarette, and every time he lights a new one, pretty much chain smoking, he lights a new one with a golden cigarette lighter, and he pulls up, and he's also keeps looking to the door, like he's expecting someone. Why, hello, everybody. Of course, you know me, Jimothy St. Delaware. I had to get out of the States for a little bit because it was a little hot for me there, so I'm glad to perform for you all, folks. I like when they put me at a table with a bunch of normies, just so I can keep my feet on the ground and really connect to you through my tunes. Waiting for my piano, my ivory tickler, Spaniel McDaniel. All right, well, as soon as Spaniel gets here, the party can really start. Ho, ho, hum, hum, hoo, hum. Make sure you got your requests ready because, baby, we're singing all night. Ha-ba-ba-boo.
Perfect. And beside Jimothy, we have Peter. Or Garrett. Same thing.
Name Peter Nottingham. You can call him Peanut. He's 72 years old. He's got a stocking cap rolled up, red, wearing big bushy beard, big nose, pocked. A lot of craters in there. Staring off into the distance. Just looking, puffing on his pipe.
All right.
That's peanut.
And because this is the 90s, smoking indoors is still definitely a thing. Um,
I forgot to mention, Jeb Phillips is in his early 40s.
okay, and what about Jimothy?
Oh, Jimothy's about, he tells everyone he's 49, but he's really 54.
So everyone's old except for Rory. Old.
Right.
Hey, who you calling old?
You're also, Peter, sporting quite the gin blossoms, just as I am.
As the cruise continues, the video ends, people start like getting their food. It's a buffet situation, but like one of those like luxurious buffets that you'd see at like Caesar's Palace, like one of the more expensive buffets you'd see in like Vegas. And through the windows of the cruise ship, because this dining room is a full 360 panoramic view of the ocean and beyond. No matter what direction you're looking in, it's just out the window. And the waves are a little rocky, so the ship is rocking a little bit, and you can see like gray clouds kind of forming overhead as a thunderstorm slowly starts to begin.
Closing my laptop nervously, tucking it into my bag, and
Fly me
That's a-
to the moon.
grabs a little thing of beef jerky, a bag, opens it, looks around, kind of splits it off, and like, it looks like they're like dip it. You could smell, that really pungent dried
Oh,
meat
yeah.
smell, beef jerky, and stuffs it into their mouth and just kind of like slowly chews on it, and you could see the tension kind of ease a little bit.
We all have name tags on, correct?
Yes.
All right. Peter's just says peanut.
Yeah. Rory. I'll trade you some tobacco for the jerky. Want them with this tobacco?
No, thank you. I prefer mine rolled.
I can roll
You-
it for you.
And he takes out a couple of these and starts rolling them in his fingers.
Okay.
I'm sorry to interrupt here. But did you bring your own beef jerky on this cruise that has a prepaid for buffet?
And homemade beef jerky is the best beef jerky.
Yeah.
Anybody
yeah,
knows that?
Of course I did. It's, they have their own stuff, but I doubt they have this.
Yeah,
Hey,
but this
look.
is free.
He'll take out a chunk and tear it in a couple pieces and offer some to Peanut, a little bit more to Peanut, and then two slices, like tears, one to Jeb and then one to Jimothy because Jimothy looks important. Here you go.
Oh, no, thank you. I appreciate you offering, but I don't
Oh.
eat things that other people have given me.
Then how do you eat anything?
I usually drink my dinner. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh. Okay.
During this meal and the conversation, Spaniel Daniel rushes over to Jimothy and like leans down and like whispers in your ear, "Oh, Jimothy, we got a problem.
Hmm?
The piano.
Hmm?
It's in use."
What?
The piano, it's in use for some sort of like dance on one of the like lower entertainment decks.
Well, I'm not taking a pay cut. Blah, 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 blah.
No. They said they'd give you an extra day's pay for the inconvenience.
Well, then the next round's on me. Haha. Well,
Wait, isn't the alcohol free?
Oh yes.
well, I guess that's your theory.
Oh.
As you all sit here eating and conversing, a thick fog slowly begins to roll in with the storm and kind of obscures most of the ocean. So now you can't really see much of the ocean outside, but just feel the gentle rocking of the ship. And the once gentle rocking of the waves becomes harsher, jostling the vessel a little more violently side to side.
Let's hope the
Chew on the
well
beef
lit
jerky.
tonight.
It helps.
Yes.
Thunder.
See?
Oh
Oh,
dear.
jeez. Oh, jeez.
Jeb,
Oh,
your mom's just like, oh dear.
Oh, jeez. Okay, we're gonna get through this. Ma, we're gonna make it. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna live. Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. All right. Oh boy.
No. The fog's good. Fog's good. It's better than just darkness.
What
Thunder.
do you mean, fog's about to shit my pants over here?
No,
Just gotta look
don't.
for the lighthouse.
Don't.
Just gotta look for the lighthouse.
I'm not
Thunder.
driving the boat.
Thunder cracks loudly overhead. And in an instant, the ship lurches sharply to the left,
Ah, shit.
cause,
That's my drink.
which causes the lights to flicker in the dining deck before plunging everything into darkness. Just
Oh, we're gonna die. We're gonna die here.
Me. Peanut thinks you rat. Hold on.
What?
Digging around in his pack. Digging around his pack. And lights a match.
you can see other people are like pulling out lighters and like
cigarette.
it's the 90s, yes. There's no phones, so people are just pulling out like lighters and just like using lighters. People are like lighting candles on that are like on the tables. As they're doing this, the unsettling sound of metal groaning under pressure fills the air. Just
Entertainers and women first. And
Die here, Ma.
Timothy
Why couldn't we go to Vegas?
starts running towards like
okay. As you're running,
It's gonna light his lantern.
as Jimothy's running, Jeb is panicking. The ship shudders before a loud explosion erupts from below decks. With a bone-rattling crash, the ship slams into something unseen. Jimothy, since you're up and running, you're thrown and just hit the floor hard. The impact sends the vessel spinning. So now the cruise ship is spinning,
Ah, piss.
In darkness.
slowly tipping as seawater. Now, as the ship fully like falls to the side, seawater rushes in through shattered windows and open decks. Chaos erupts as passengers and crew are thrown about all over the place. You see one of the waiters. He like gets he's thrown up against the wall. He's like looking around. He like runs over to Jimothy to make sure Jimothy is okay, before a massive like buffet table just splatters the waiter.
I told you to watch out for the shellfish.
Amidst the turmoil, the ship lurches again and breaks in half, and you're all thrown into the sea on impact,
Oh, Christ. Fucking
Oh
shit.
no!
narrowly escaping being trapped as the ship starts to disappear beneath the waves. Nearby life rafts bob in the water, their flashing red beacons barely visible through the thick fog. You all kind of struggle a bit to gain your bearings because holy fuck, what just happened? But the raft is close enough to reach, and as you all swim toward it, you realize only a few others have made it this far. The people you were sat with at the dining table, aside from your guests, all scramble into the raft, disoriented, soaked, and surrounded by the unknown. It is just the four of you now in this life raft.
Are there
As it-
other life rafts?
Oh, you can
in
see
the
others.
distance?
You can see others like drifting
Okay.
out and disappearing into the fog.
Cool.
So other people have made it, but for the four of you are sat in this life raft as it just drifts through the fog. You can't see anything around you, and you can hear a distant screaming. And then soon
By
the
the-
screaming goes silent.
By the way, I just Googled laptops from the 90s.
Yeah.
I forgot how fucking terrible. I didn't think about that before, and I was
They're
like, oh, these
bad.
are disgust. They're like fucking textbooks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you're.
Didn't even,
So yeah, you're
didn't
all.
think.
The four of you scramble into this raft. Jimothy, you don't see Spaniel anywhere. Jeb, you don't see your mom anywhere. Rory, you don't see the person you came with anywhere.
His best friend. Rory was the +1, by the way.
Yeah.
Rory was the person that came with. They're
So,
both they're the +1.
This raft is like banana yellow. It's got a tarp on top, like a covering, and then like built into the raft, there's like this little radio antenna with like a flashing red beacon. So it looks like it's like a distress beacon of sorts that like pings if something happens. And once it pings once it's deployed.
Has it been deployed?
Yeah, that's what. So the red there's like a red light flashing on the raft.
Well, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
Fucking
Well-
die is what we're gonna do. We're in the middle of the ocean.
Shut up!
a
Don't say
raft.
that. We'll be okay. We'll
Ma,
find us.
where are you, Ma?
All
Just
right.
Just
I'll
found
be
the storm and
voice.
waves.
We don't need to panic. The last thing we're gonna do is panic.
What else am I gonna do but panic?
Exactly.
And you see that Jimothy still does have a glass. Alcohol in it.
Just full of salt water.
I know, he pours out the salt water, tries to eyeball a little bit. You see him pull out a thermos.
Well, before we get there,
No?
one by one, you all begin digging through your belongings to find most of them destroyed from ocean water. We're going to go through each of you, and you'll tell me what one item from your belongings survived the sinking. Rory.
Oh no.
That's why I asked what you guys had on your person.
Oh shit. Oh, it's a toss-up. It's gonna be the Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, laptop doesn't make much sense for that surviving.
No, the journal and pen would have been on the table still,
Okay, so you have your Swiss Army knife. Okay,
and the bag of beef jerky was open,
so just full of salt water.
full of salt water.
Okay, Jeb.
Damn.
You dig through your belongings.
One-
Only one item of your belongings survived the sinking.
I mean, really, only one of those makes sense, I think, because he's got a water bottle, a spare outfit, a phrase book, and a multi-tool. And, like, the water bottle, no reason for him to have that at dinner. The spare outfit, in his room.
Yep.
Phrase book, paper. So I guess it's the multi-tool.
Alrighty. So Swiss Army knife, multi-tool. Jimothy, out of all your belongings, what do you want to make sure sticks around?
A thermos full of 100 proof alcohol, 150 proof alcohol. It's very alcoholic alcohol.
Oh.
High proof alcohol.
It's a shame we lost the photo, the special photo, but alas. It just it sinks to the bottom of the sea. When they come to find the wreckage, they just find the photo somehow perfectly intact. Peter, what one item of yours survived the sinking?
Well, that's a tough one because all of his items are dependent on the other items.
Yep.
Um. Jeez. What would he have clung tightest to?
I don't know.
He would have clung tightest to the lantern, even though he has no way to light it. It's like,
Okay.
yeah.
So we got a lantern, a thermos full of very potent alcohol, a multi-tool, and a Swiss Army knife. Alrighty. Then maybe once we're done, you can tell everybody. Oh no, everybody kind of knows what everybody has because all the character cards, but the special photo is a secret because, you know. Alright.
Nah, Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Well, no. Because if you would have hung to the box of matches, they'd be ruined anyway because they're so wet. Anyway, mind. Sorry, I'm done.
Alrighty. So you all find these items among your belongings are the only things that have survived the sinking.
Shit.
So yeah, Jimmy, you do pull out your thermos and pour yourself another drink.
Oh yeah, no, just a little bit of. Just a small one. Just a little nip, like take his fingers and puts 2 fingers down the thing, and eyeballs how many drinks he has left. Well, we better get rescued soon, or I'm gonna start having Nick fits.
And yeah, you're like on this yellow raft. 4 people, and it is almost cramped, and it is on these like rough waves. This tiny little like yellow life raft is just like.
Now I'll make you a special deal there. You said your name was Jeb?
Yeah, it's Jeb.
Looks like you got the jitter spirits. Boy,
Something like that.
Nothing cures the jitter spirits like a nip of the good stuff, so why don't you wrap your lips around this, my compadre?
Whoa! Just not that way.
He jiggles the glass. But there's just a little bit of ice left, and he does a little jiggle with the ice and offers him a drink.
Yeah, you know I could probably use that right now.
Yes, you could. Just,
Drink it all.
Wait, that's a lot.
oh yeah, that'll help you, jitter spirits.
It's just a thermos of Malort.
Oh, what is this? What's that aftertaste?
That's a grapefruit's asshole.
What it tastes like?
After what feels like hours drifting, but it's hard to tell because nobody has a watch, you feel the raft finally wash ashore. Like it comes to like a stop, and if you peel open the tarp that's like covering it, you have washed ashore onto a pebbled beach littered with driftwood.
Is it still raining?
Oh yeah. The dense fog that once surrounded you now lingers only beyond this island, hanging over the horizon like a shroud. The island itself is clear of the mist, revealing a massive temperate rainforest stretching across the landscape past the beach. Scattered along the beach are a handful of other empty life rafts, their flashing beacons dim, with footprints trailing away from them and into the forest for some semblance of cover from this torrential light storm. The storm overhead rages on, rain pouring down heavily, drenching everything in sight. Thunder rumbles in the distance and overhead, as lightning occasionally illuminates the treetops. However, with the flash of lightning illuminated far on the island's horizon, piercing through the dense canopy, you spot the silhouette of what looks like a distant radio tower, where a red light on it flashes every 10 seconds or so.
Oh boy, a radio tower. Maybe they play my hits. Blah 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 boo.
Jeb
I doubt
is
it.
out of the raft. Sorry, Jeb is out of the raft on his knees and kissing the ground.
Yeah, it's just like one of those like beaches that is all pebbles.
Yeah, when he comes up, he's got just like a pebble stuck to his face. Oh, land! Oh my God! Oh, solid land! Oh, fuck! I'm never leaving.
I gotta ask, why did you go on a cruise? It seems like you don't like water.
I fucking hate the ocean, but my ma wanted a cruise for her birthday.
Well, that's a very generous gift you gave her.
Listen, she's my mother. She raised me. She birthed me. All that good stuff. I'm not just going to say no to her after a cruise, especially after she nagged me about it for the past 5 years.
Oh, 5 years. Wow, that is a determined woman.
Yeah, she
Can
wore
you
me
stop
down.
doing
Here I
that?
am.
It's so distracting. You don't have to do that at the end of your phrases. Just say the words. He's gonna climb out of the boat.
Yeah, pebbled beach, as far as the eye can see, and then about maybe after like 30 or so yards from the beach, it's this massive temperate rainforest. The radio tower that gets illuminated every time there's like a lightning flash. Other rafts, there's like maybe 3 other rafts on this beach. all empty.
Oh, maybe some of our compatriots came here. By the way, the reason I do that is like the same reason you rev an engine if you're driving a Ferrari. Don't hide your gifts, blah blah blah. Blah.
We get it. You can sing, but I would appreciate if you just stopped for like 2 seconds, maybe. You know, I'm gonna walk over and try to summon to Driftwood and see if there's anything that's like normal, like a walking stick size, maybe.
Oh yeah, probably.
Jimothy is gonna go straight for the other boats and see if he can see signs of Spaniel McDaniel.
They're all empty. No semblance of anyone inside them at all. But footprints, like from the, like boot prints, shoe prints from the rafts, kind of go in from the beach. Like you can see, like we're wet. It's a pebble beach, so there's like footprints that have like displaced pebbles. So that's how you can tell there's footprints. And they
you can roughly tell the size.
Yeah, and nothing that really screams Spaniel McDaniel. One of the rafts is torn up and shredded. Most likely from like ocean, like rocks, like battering up against rocks and stuff.
Well, there's a good news and bad news, friends. The good news is a lot of boats came in. Bad news is we've got looks like a coral reef that we might have to contend with on getting out of here, but boy, we've got a lot of living to do and a lot of way to go, so let's get to that radio tower. Wah, wah, wah.
Oh my god!
I'm not
Oh my
getting out
god!
of here
Oh
on
my
anything
god!
other than an airplane, a helicopter, or a boat big enough to not sink.
Yeah, me, you know what I say? I say the same thing because I'm a high-class man, and going on the ocean is something I was doing to get away from some legal problems in the U.S. of A.
What? You're a criminal?
Well, you know what? I think the G-Man was taking too much of my money anyway. I'm a tax evader.
So yes, you're a criminal.
That's amazing. 2 one-shots in a row. We have 2 weirdos with like the government.
Okay. Should we follow these footsteps?
What you think it's if it's a crime to keep the money that I make from a? I didn't agree to that tax system.
Sure. Whatever you say.
So Roy, you're following the footprints into the rainforest?
Yeah. They're hunched like a little old man on this, holding on to this like walking stick, like looking up at the sky. Every time it flashes, they like cringe away. Okay, and they pick up their speed. Okay, we'll be okay. It's fine.
It is like such an open beach that there is risk of like getting struck by lightning on this beach.
You know, you're being awful quiet over there, Mr. Peanut. May I call you Mr. Peanut?
You see Peanut like still in the raft, kind of inspecting the light that's attached to the raft, and you see him and he says,
Oh, Peanut thinks we need to take some light with us. But old Peanut thinks this is, might need a bit of a tool to get loose.
You often refer to yourself in the third person, Mr. Peanut?
Peanut doesn't think that matters right now.
Just trying to establish a baseline for what's normal for you. As we all may be a little concussed.
What's normal for Peanut is, men in the lighthouse.
You've been
This is normal for Peanut.
You lived in a lighthouse?
No, old Peanut's lived in a lighthouse for 50 years.
All right, old man lighthouse. You seems like you'd be used to this situation. I say we let the old man tell us. What?
Old Peanut's used to having light. So old Peanut needs light. If you got some types of tool to get this light fixture free from this raft, I'd be obliged.
What are you trying to get it loose for? Isn't it doing its job right there?
We need to take it with us.
Do
We
we?
can't just walk around in the dark. You like walking
Will it
around in the
still
dark?
work if it's not on the thing? What's
That's
power
why
right
I'm
now?
trying to find battery.
Yeah, but if we mess with it, it could be like a rescue thing and like telling people where we are. We don't want to mess with that and keep them from
If
knowing
we take
where
it
we
with
are.
us, then we'll get direct rescue, right?
Yeah, but
There-
if we
there
mess
are-
it up and take it off of there, it might not.
There
might
are
not
other
work
rafts
anymore.
on the beach that do have that beacon that's flashing.
I figure we take one of these things with us, give us a bit of light. It's better than walking around dark. You don't know where you're going in the dark. In darkness, you're lost. In
Well, we're
darkness,
just going
That's
towards
all
that
those
big
things.
radio tower with the big light that we can already see.
but you can't see what's around you, and that's what's important.
Y'all coming? Hello? At the edge of the forest, just like peeking out.
Hold on. He's gonna pull out. We'll go to his belt and he's gonna take out the multi-tool that he keeps on it.
Yep.
All right, let me see what I can do.
Now,
See it.
there's some Mars and maybe a little battery hidden up in there.
So you bring the multi-tool over to the beacon, and you
Mm-hmm.
begin like unfastening like the nuts and bolts, and it's a lot of you pull like the beacon, like the light part lifts up, but it's just connected with a bunch of complicated wiring down into the like antenna, like the like the shaft.
Yeah. This just kind of keeps going
Yeah.
down.
So we pulled up.
It's attached to something.
Yeah, so we pulled it out.
If we pull it out, it's gonna
You start
get
yanking
unplugged.
on it.
what are
Okay,
you doing?
you yank on it, and it comes free, and the light goes out, and the
And he
wires.
runs over to one
the
of the
wires
other
just are
lights
snapped.
that's on.
Oh, don't quit messing with it.
He runs over to where there's actually light.
The only light is like on these other rafts where the beacons are.
Exactly. He's in another raft.
Okay.
We need
He's
to
gonna
get
get us
these
all
lights
killed.
going.
He's gonna get us all killed.
What's gonna
He's
get you
knock
killed
out
is
all
staying in the dark.
What's gonna get us killed is not having lights to let people know where to rescue us if you knock out all the rafts.
If you insist on going somewhere, you're gonna need light. I'm not gonna move anywhere without some light. So we're either taking one of these rafts with us with the light, or I'm just staying here.
He's gonna walk over to the raft that Peter's on. He's gonna flip out the knife part of the multi-tool.
Yeah.
He's just gonna stab the raft,
Okay.
deflate it.
It just deflates, and then the antenna kind of just flops over on the ground.
Great, let's take the raft with us.
It's
All right,
like
I'll
it's
take the raft.
well deflated. It's still like 45 pounds.
Go ahead, carry it. You wanted
Yeah,
your
we'll
light
carry
so
it.
bad. What?
Yeah, I'll carry it.
All right, decided.
I've carried heavier things. I've carried whole batteries up a flight of stairs up to the top of our house. You don't know.
We're all very impressed.
I will say the
Yeah, you should
carrying
be.
this around, the chances of death are going to be like it's real heavy.
So who's walking around in the dark?
You also notice that you could, Jeb, with your multi-tool, you could also notice when it like flopped over and there's like a pop in the fabric of the like raft. You can see you could literally just cut around the base of the antenna and have the whole antenna like free.
Oh,
It's
it's the
like
back. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he'll take that and like saw around it and like try and carefully look for the
Okay.
wires to make sure that he's
Yeah.
not cutting any.
So now you have like a 4-foot tall like antenna that has a flashing light on top.
Happy
base-
now?
No, I'm not happy. But I'm better.
And it's not a constant light, right? It's like an occasionally flashing like red light. It's just like beep, beep, beep. Doesn't make any noise, but yeah, it's just like. And it's like a sizable enough pause in like the blinking of the lights, like maybe like a couple seconds. So it's like 1, 2, 3, light. 1, 2, 3, light. Perfect for jump scares. 1, 2, 3, light. And you can see Rory like,
just enough to not let your eyes get used
Yeah.
to the dark. So instead, you're blinding yourself every 4 seconds instead of actually getting used to the dark and having your eyes adjust.
and while you're all like doing
So
this,
the perfect nightmare.
yeah. And you can see Rory like with their walking stick huddled underneath it, like the canopy at the edge of the rainforest.
No, well, actually, what you also see Jimothy St. Delaware next to them with his tuxedo jacket over himself, kind of leaning, like they're just kind of.
Well, seems like they did a lot of work. Get that to get one thing done. Hey, Rory, how's it going? You seem like you got a little bit of the jitters. I got a cure for the jitters.
Pulls out his thermos and offers a cap full of 100 proof alcohol, like high proof alcohol, to Rory.
Oh, yeah. That'll warm your body up good. Seems like you might be on mute, friend.
It's so
I
potent.
am. He's gonna hold his nose and drink it as he's almost spit out the first mouthful, but just
Oh,
closes his
don't
nose and
spit it
drinks
out. Put it in here if it's going
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
I've been spit on before.
His mouth.
Sure. Wait, what did you just tell me to do?
Don't spit it on the ground is all I said.
Okay.
Listen,
Here.
I dodged the draft, but I've been to Vietnam.
Wait, you dodged a draft? Isn't that illegal too?
You're really concerned with the law out here on this island, aren't you? You're some
What
kind
are
of
you?
narc.
Criminals are bad.
Yeah.
What if he
No,
kills
are you-
us? What if he did
What
all
are
this?
you? Some kind of
Whoa,
what are you-
whoa,
what
whoa,
are you-
whoa, whoa.
You know what?
Making a lot of assumptions here.
Yes,
His-
I would avoid Uncle Sam at the family reunion every year.
Y'all heard him. His friend was saying the piano is occupied. I've written many books about this.
About
Didn't
an
finish
occupied
him.
piano. What do you know about tickling the ivories? What do you know about working a
What does that mean? What are you saying to me? See, this is all code word for criminals to use to blow up ships.
Wait, are you saying that I'm somehow responsible for the ship
Could be.
blowing
Did you blow up the
bubbles
ship?
sky high? No, I did not blow up the ship.
Maybe this is like your way to avoid everything now, and then people are gonna think you're dead, and then you're gonna come back named something else really weird, like Pauline.
Okay, let's follow that
something.
logic. Let's follow that logic.
Can we follow the trail first while we
Great.
do that?
There is
Well,
no
let's
there is
keep
no
walking.
visible trail.
I'm gonna start walking towards the radio tower, and let's follow your dumb logic. So what I would do,
It's not dumb.
I would sink a comfortable ship with plenty of delicious Kobe beef on it. I would sink that ship, and then strand myself on an island, a wet island, with a peanut man, a multi-tool Jeb, and some tiny little stick-obsessed G-man lover? I do not think so, my friend. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Every time.
Will you just-
Go ahead, sorry.
No, he was gonna say something, and then he's
No.
not going to.
Every time someone says Mr. Peanut, I'm just envisioning Garrett playing the Mr. Peanuts mascot.
Fucking
Nice.
monocle, but crusty.
But he's more like Steve Zissou with a huge ass beard.
Perfect.
Let's just like out like that.
As you all enter the rainforest, the dense canopy shields much of the torrential rain, leaving only a light drizzle that seeps through the leaves. The ground beneath your feet is soft and muddy, with patches of slick earth that threaten to pull at your shoes. After a couple minutes, a narrow, winding trail cuts through the trees, barely visible among the undergrowth where the footprints from the beach continue.
Jeb, you look like you were in the Scouts. Did you ever learn how to tie knots, Jeb?
Oh, I never learned how to tie knots.
Okay.
How you tie your shoes?
All right, okay, smartass.
Okay, well, oh yeah, no,
Phil-
this
Phil-
is the man.
Questions.
Yes, I know how to tie my shoes.
Okay, y'all are like a bunch of old geezers. Y'all are old men.
Who you calling old,
You
shrimp?
and you and you.
I am in the prime of my life, blah, 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 blah.
Not when you do that.
Why would you say that?
Because my grandpa does that, and he's dead.
I not now, nor have I ever been a grandpa.
That you know of, your history, your track record. You have a bunch of little unknown babies.
Bunch
You
of
had
boom
babies.
booms. Bunch of boom boom booms, right?
Yeah, what boom boom babies or whatever he just said.
Who?
Who you calling a
but listen,
baboon? What?
You gotta watch out for the baboons in these places.
Oh, Mr. Peanut coming in with the nature effect. Oh.
Well, you saw the general thing about with the gorilla at the start of the thing. The little speech.
Is he saying something, or is he just mumbling?
I think he's talking about little Hanky Panky, the tiny gorilla who went off into the jungle. Maybe he's
Yeah,
worried that baboon.
And baboons are no out there.
But I gotta tell you, he wasn't a baboon. He was a gorilla.
He's a gorilla.
GM,
Yeah.
does this, as we are like traveling through and we've gotten the feel of it, does this rainforest give us any like? Does Rory recognize the rainforest from the video to this?
So that was tropical. This is New Zealandish. New Zealand doesn't have any tropics. It's all like temperate.
I will learn my geography because I don't know that. Didn't know that. Okay, that makes sense.
So like yeah, this this would be like yeah, no palm trees, no like jungle stuff. This isn't a jungle. It's just like a
Okay,
yeah.
You should play the Valheim. It's when you're in Black Forest but at the coast.
Essentially, yeah.
okay, that makes sense.
So no baboons or gorillas on this island.
I have a question. Jeb, you said that you won. That you bought your ticket for you and your mom. Okay.
Mhm.
Peanut, how did you get yours?
Mayor's tired of heard me say I was seeing stuff in the dark on the edge of the light of the lighthouse.
Uh huh.
I'm not getting a
on the
single
edge of
word
the
of
light.
it, and I love it.
You see things at the edge of the light, and the mayor will tell a book and said, he was like, I'm gonna send you on a trip because I think you need it. I think you're going a little crazy out there. So I go on this trip.
Okay. I think you probably
Old Peanut
stole your
thinks he
ticket.
probably. Old Peanut thinks he probably needs this trip. I've been seeing stuff in the dark. Maybe I am going a little crazy.
Yeah, I think so.
So
cause
and then
he's-
as you're walking, there's just like this flashing
the red
light, the light, the beacon, yeah.
and yeah,
But this beacon, I'm certain is what's keeping us safe.
no, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I gotta tell you, I'm feeling a lot of judgment coming from you, Rory. 'Cause all I was going to say was I signed a contract with one shady character, and I was set ashore to set on the high seas to entertain some lovely people, including yourself. But it seems like you're hell-bent on making me some kind of ragamuffin. So I guess anything that I say or sing is just gonna be taken as a slight from you. So I guess I'm saying, if you're coming with the heat again, go fuck yourself. Blah, 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 blah.
As you're all
no.
Peanut chimes in.
as you're all walking, who's in the lead?
Oh, I'll take the lead.
So Rory
Sure,
and
you can
Jimothy
take
are
it.
Oh,
tied
and
for
let's,
lead.
you know what? Let's listen. If you want to go ahead and lead us into whatever danger you want, as long as we're heading towards that beautiful radio station, you go right ahead and lead us with your judgment, like all the people who wanted to walk me
You're
out.
the
of
only person I've judged on this trip, and that's because you're clearly a criminal.
You know what? My only crime is Loving my own freedom too much.
So Rory, as you're leading the the geriatrics through the rainforest.
I'm already my.
When I saw
Boy
like all
Scouts.
the characters like questionnaire stuff, and so everybody's playing an oldish person except for Lex, I laughed. So yeah, Rory.
It was either going to be an old person, like an old crooner. Or I thought about playing an 8-year-old named Petey.
Oh
So-
no. As you're leading them, then Rory, with the flashing of Peter's beacon, it is hard to see stuff because your eyes never get adjusted to the dark the way it's like. But Rory, it looks like you see a splash of blood splattered across some leafy ferns just off the side of the path, and then what looked like drag marks trailing off the path. And then from here, the footprints you were following on the path seemed to scatter and split up into the forest in various directions. So this group split up, and now we're just gone to the wind. But you do see blood splash on some ferns, and a drag mark like pulling, dragging something deeper into the forest. And then the path still continues forward, like the muddy trail.
That's
Yeah,
blood.
What is that, Ayn Rand? What are you coming at me with some kind of?
I spotted blood, and you're making fun of me.
Oh, absolutely. What? There's blood? Oh,
You probably did this.
I don't know. Are
We're gonna
you
keep pointing
bleeding?
our fingers.
Oh, wait, I did this? Yes, I'm some kind of. Now, we've gone from criminal to violent criminal. Wow.
Yeah,
Now you
yeah.
look like a bigot. You're the.
I'm pretty sure Timothy and Peanut were using our fingers to present to you our situation.
I didn't say you were geriatrics. That was the thunder.
The voice in my head.
All right, so now we're very concerned about you. Let's get back to the task at hand and the fact that there's blood.
Blood
That's
and drag
concern.
marks.
And the blood is
Well,
like
I'm
still dripping off the fern, like it's fresh.
Unit's gonna look off into the distance.
See if he sees anything familiar
Rainforest.
off in the darkness.
Say we
And
double-
once your eyes like slowly start to like adjust to the dark, and you slowly think you're supposed to see something, red light flash.
Yeah, he's just looking at the edge of the darkness. How far the light goes.
Red light is better for your eyes than like white light, but fuck, it's still
Doesn't help me.
yeah.
This is good. This is good. This keeps the dark guys away.
Well, hey, folks, I plan on surviving to have a hit record, so why don't we double time it to the radio station? And just at least, because if we can save ourselves, we can save the others.
Sorry, it keeps the what away, real quick?
Them creatures of the night,
I'm sorry.
like bats, and like
You see, he's like
Do you believe we're
trying to
going to
think
be
of
hunted?
some other thing.
Do you think we're going to be hunted by La Dracule?
no, there's things in the dark. They don't like the light.
You can see like where the dragging is. There looks like there's a wallet that dropped and is kind of stained, like splashed with blood on this like wallet too.
All right, Rory, I'm gonna grab this wallet, but I'm not gonna take any money. You can look at me. I'm looking for identification to help us solve this mystery. Okay, you friggin' narc? All right.
Sure, I'll watch you. He's gonna grab his little Swiss Army knife with the little knife. Not for you.
Hold on. Yeah, everybody saw that's a threat.
No, I'm
talking
gonna
about
attack you.
legality.
It's
That
something
is
clearly
full-on-
drags something.
That is a full-on threat. That is a threat. All
If I
right.
wanted to threaten you, I'd just stab you.
Looks like this is.
Whoa,
Okay,
now,
so-
that's not a threat, that's just violence.
So Jimmy,
Peter's just in the middle of the group, holding the light up as the group's personal lighthouse.
Jimothy, as you pick up the wallet, it's nice, like a nice leather wallet. It's probably worth like $50.
That's 90s amount.
Yeah, you open it up. There's a driver's license of a very old man named Garrett Woodley, and then just I don't know, I can't think of a name.
Listen last, you been doxxed.
There's just this elderly dude, just chilling there. He's from
Seattle native.
Gary, Indiana.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Date of birth is like 1925.
Son of a
Checks out.
This is 1993, so yeah, 1925.
Yeah. 68.
Yeah, and all the money in it is
Guys.
just like all the money in it has like
There's
dissolved from like the ocean water. Like all the bills have like dissolved.
It's a bunch of receipts and coupons.
Yeah, there's like receipts in there for like
That man had 9 punches to several sandwich shops.
he's like one punch away from a free foot long at Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's exist in 1993.
It most certainly did, but it only existed in certain places.
This guy loved to drive to get his Jimmy John's.
This guy was a frequent fan of.
But yeah, it's just a wallet.
Do any of you recognize this guy? Show them.
Yeah, you all probably saw him on the cruise at one point.
I swear I saw him house at least 4 or 5 handfuls of shrimp, and I would advise you against the shrimp on a cruise.
There, he's hogging the toilet.
Oh.
Hugging the toilet or hogging the toilet?
He was on the toilet for a while. I had to wait for like an hour.
For context for everybody else, there's probably a lot of toilets on a cruise ship.
Yeah, but you had your own toilet, right?
Yeah, all rooms have bathrooms too.
Peter was just bitter as shit.
Yeah, but
I want to use
if
this.
you're on one
My
end
favorite
of the, have you guys seen how big those things are? If you're on one end
They
of
have
there,
more
you gotta go
toilets than one.
Yeah.
Or 2. If I'm being conservative, I would say there are hundreds of toilets on a cruise ship.
And I'm just saying, this Garrett person is a toilet.
This is your toilet. This is your toilet.
It's a public
It's my toilet.
It's a public toilet. Didn't care. He's just taking up a public toilet.
Can we stop talking here? Can we keep walking?
And then you can hear somebody screaming in the direction where the dragging went.
Oh, that's
Okay.
I'd say
relevant.
we keep heading towards.
Yeah, Can we run? Can y'all run, or you're gonna throw your hips
I'd
out?
like to double time. Okay. Rory,
I'm just asking.
What's happening is
I'm
every
just-
time
I need to know if I need to watch all.
car to
and
you,
help.
it comes right in the neck. Every time.
I think we
Okay,
should
you're
play.
gonna hurt-
I think we should play a game of red light, no light.
What does that mean?
Well, it's like red light, green light, but all you got is a red light and no light.
So we just don't move?
So we stop every time that the light flashes red, and then we run when it's not.
The exact opposite.
So we run when it's dark and stop when it's light?
No,
I disagree. I'd like that red light to be at my back the whole time. Don't
Yeah,
ever
me too.
please.
I will say the red light's not on for a long period of time either. It's just like flash and then it blinks out. Flash, blinks out.
It is fucking up my night.
Bro.
Yeah, no one's getting adjusted. No one's eyes are getting adjusted to the dark yet.
I mean,
Well-
like, you get a semi-adjust, but not a full ray.
No.
Do you guys know what phobias are?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
that's
there's
why.
no fucking way this guy's leaving a light.
I know that's why it's funny.
See, here's the thing. I know what phobias are, but I don't know how to read them. So, and I have not Googled these.
Oh yeah,
I
I
didn't
gave,
know.
I put all of the scientific like.
Oh, yeah,
like the
sorry.
phobia name on there. So I'm just
Yeah,
like,
so
I
We
don't
do
know,
know what phobias
what
are.
Jurassic
We're also
phobia
playing
is.
characters.
My bad, my bad, my
Playing-
bad, my bad, my
playing
bad, my
full
bad.
humans who may go, it's weird this guy keeps doing.
And keeps talking about things. Vampires.
Yeah,
Bats.
Dracula. So we're all playing the game. We're here with
Yeah.
you. I say we double time it to the radio station. Up, up, everybody with me?
Are you all?
And
Actually,
you,
it's-
Peanut, please remain behind. Is that
I'm pretty sure running in the dark's a good way to hurt yourself. But yeah, alright.
Well, don't drag your feet. Watch out for those pesky tree roots. Here we go. Let's sing a song for morale.
No.
Oh, I once
Oh
knew a
my
lady
gosh.
said she was
Things are gonna be attracted to that.
be my wife.
Oh my god. I'm gonna try. Rory's gonna try to get as far away
Way
from
that
Jimothy
I
as
can-
possible while they're
You're
running.
Rory,
Uh,
you're splitting up.
I'm
This wants
This wants to be the furthest away from Jimothy.
All right.
Hey, hey,
Uh,
oh,
So you all
about-
start moving quickly down the path, making lots of noise.
And Peanut is singing along with Saint Delaware as much as it can.
Okay. So running down the path, making lots of noise. As you continue to sprint down the path, splashing through the mud, you come across this run-down and overgrown, muddy-stained, white-colored 1990 Jeep Wrangler. The windshield shattered a while ago, and roots, vines, and other greenery have grown throughout the vehicle. A logo on the driver's side door has long since eroded away, with only fragments of it remaining. So yeah, there's just like off the side of the path, there's just like a like a white Jeep Wrangler that's been like abandoned.
Do we notice the insignia? I mean,
It's eroded so much that you can tell there was a logo there at one point, but now there really isn't. It's just like little bits and pieces of it.
It's not at all. It doesn't all look like biodiverse like our boats.
No.
Well, does anybody want to try and
It definitely looks like it will never drive. It's
I don't think she's seaworthy.
But it's like it's one of those like Jeeps that has like the covered like storage compartment in the back. It's like one of those Jeeps that have like the mesh sort of, not mesh, but like the fabric top.
Yeah.
Can I use the end of the stick to like smash through one of the windows?
The windshield's already smashed through, but you can smash through like the back window if you want.
Yeah, I want to do that because I don't want to try to climb through that. I just want to
Okay.
kind of get a
Yeah.
better view inside.
You
Can I
smash.
time it to when thunder strikes?
Yeah.
Try to hit it perfect so
Yeah.
it's like so
Yeah.
it's covered. The noise is covered.
Yeah.
Oh, now who's a criminal?
Yeah, look at you, you Andy Dufresne motherfucker.
It's like if you go to the junkyard.
Well,
It's still illegal to break into a junkyard and break
It is
things. My
illegal.
cousin owns
Wow.
the junkyard.
Wow.
I would know.
Is it? I didn't
judge
know that.
not lest ye
Um,
be judged. Really throwing stones in your glass house, aren't we,
I
Rory?
didn't know it was illegal. You were doing things that were knowingly illegal.
I still say when you
Yeah,
you
we're not
fail,
giving people shit for it.
That's right, and when you fail to bow
You
to
just
tyranny,
did.
really-
You just gave
when
me
you-
shit.
When you fail
Because
to
you
bow,
were giving shit.
when
To
you
him,
fail,
not to you.
when you fail to bow to tyranny, is it really a crime? Blah, 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 blah.
Oh my god.
As you smash open the back window of the Jeep, you can see in like the trunk storage area, because it doesn't really have a trunk, it's just like the storage compartment. You see a rusted jerry can, a spare tire. So a jerry can is what people keep gasoline in, based on the look you gave me.
It is a
Like,
Canadian
the
term.
back is a
more for,
jerk.
Oh, it's not okay. So yeah, it's
No, I knew
Uh,
that one.
a rusted can of gasoline, a spare
Canadian.
tire, a crowbar,
Oh.
and a heavy-duty locked case, like sort of like an attaché case, but like heavy-duty and like locked.
Gonna grab the crowbar
Yep.
and give it to Jeb.
I'll take that. Thank you.
Mm.
Grabbed it. I'm not waiting. You
Sure,
can try
take
and fight
it.
me on it. No, you can.
No,
fight me.
I don't want to fight you on it. You can have it. Just don't hit me with
Yeah,
it, please.
Wow. Okay. I do. Well, I think we do need to have perhaps a verbal fight because it seems like every time I say anything, you're like, "Man, this guy sucks," and all I'm saying is, don't
I
give
just
in.
don't like your singing. It's really not that great.
Whoa, now that's fighting.
I don't
words.
wanted you to stop and you wouldn't. I'm sorry.
Jimothy now has a crowbar.
I won't say anything mean to you again. You could be a criminal all you want. I'm not going to judge you anymore.
Just saying. I don't know. What do you do for a living?
I'm a writer.
Oh, right. So I don't go to your.
But that's also because I don't sit there and read everything that I write out loud.
Oh, well,
You know you can
Peanut,
sing.
Peanut thinks you need to tell us what you've written so that we can read it.
Well, you can't read it now. I don't have the books on me.
Oh wow! So it seems like yours is the useless talent. Go fuck yourself.
Here's a case. It's locked.
So yeah,
I'm just gonna whack the lock case.
okay, you smash the lock of the case, and inside is a tranquilizer rifle with exactly 3 darts and a small bottle of carfentanil, which is a powerful sedative.
Fentanyl?
Carfentanil, which is
Fentanyl for cars.
So carfentanil it comes from fentanyl. It's 100 times more potent than fentanyl and 10,000 more times potent than morphine.
In the 90s?
It was used in certain trades.
Yeah.
So 3 darts and a small bottle of carfentanil, which is a very powerful sedative, and the bottle has enough to fill those 3 darts.
What it was? So there was a spare tire. Oh,
Spare tire, crowbar,
jerry can.
a can of gasoline, the tranquilizer rifle now with 3 darts and enough sedative to fill those 3 darts.
Does the can feel empty?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It feels like there's maybe like this much in the bottom, like a couple.
We don't have a way to light it, do we?
No.
Leave it there.
Can I ask Game Master? Can I ask one question?
Yeah.
I had a cigarette lighter. Is it just gone, or is it just
Gone, destroyed. Yeah.
there? Thank you. No, got it. Just wanted to ask. Because I was gonna say if it's just broken and doesn't light.
Well, what do you say we keep pumping it to the radio station?
What in it?
Humping it?
Whoa, buddy, I already told you I don't swing that way.
All right. Well, I had a dad in the military, and that's what he used to say.
Yeah, old Peanut had dad in the military too.
Does anybody
Nah,
take
We don't need everybody's backstories. Everyone's dad was in the military.
take the tranquilizer rifle and the darts and the
Oh, absolutely.
No, we leave them behind. We don't need that shit.
True, you don't.
No, I'm gonna take.
I will say, if you shoot somebody with one of these darts, it will kill that person, because it's not meant for people. They use it on elephants and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take the case.
Like I say,
Thoroughly-
back in the case, the lock's broken now, so it doesn't latch shut now. Because you smashed it, so it just is like a loose, like.
That
Does
makes
anybody
sense.
know how to shoot guns?
Listen, like I said, my old man was in the military. He taught me how to be a real crack shot.
Okay.
You get all the weapons. Shouldn't like Jeb or something? Can Jeb get the crowbar?
Listen, you can have.
Well, I can get the crowbar? Yeah, why are you trying to give me a crowbar?
Yeah, why? You want?
So
the
that if we all have to defend ourselves, we can do it. I have
Yeah.
a stupid thing.
Rory's got a
stick.
Yeah,
He has a
Rory-
light up stick. You have.
Rory did mention
Hands.
that there'd be blood on the tracks, so I don't
Yeah, that's true,
mind
that's
having
true.
a little
Alright,
crowbar
alright.
on myself.
Alright, I'll take the crowbar.
You also have
Okay.
Rory. You also have a Swiss Army knife.
Which the knife is open, by the way.
Yeah.
Has it out like this.
Okay.
So then, if you give me one, hey, Mr. Peanut, I appreciate your light.
There,
I'm gonna make one of these.
I'm my own personal letters.
I'm gonna go ahead and fill up one of the darts and then load the gun,
Okay.
and then I've got one ready. And then, will it take time to finesse? I probably won't. I won't load it. I'll just put the other ones.
Okay.
With the darts unfilled.
Yeah.
They poke
Oh,
through.
fuck.
Yeah, they're just in my pocket with the fentanyl in the other pocket. The
Yeah.
car fentanyl.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just ravaging used car lots.
It is.
Ross.
It's bad. All right. You all proceed past the Jeep Wrangler, and the path, as you continue down it, leads to a towering, 20-foot tall, reinforced metal fence that kind of stretches in both directions, forming what looks like a perimeter. A large gaping hole has been torn open near a set of massive 20-foot tall steel gates, which are slightly ajar. The fence is lined with dim, lifeless lights that no longer function. and you all kind of feel like you're being watched, like a feeling you can't quite shake. Beyond the fence, partially swallowed by the encroaching overgrowth, sits a small 2-story hexagonal building. Its walls are streaked with moss and vines, and the remnants of a once functional parking lot are now overtaken by nature. Scattered across the area are rusted, broken down white Jeep Wranglers in the parking lot, their windows shattered, and their bodies of the Jeeps covered in foliage. And there is also a vine-covered sign near the entrance of the building. And then small overgrown roads lead away from out of the parking lot and elsewhere.
Yeah, it's felt this feeling before.
Yeah, you guys you feel like you're being watched.
Right,
Yeah.
about how far do you think we are from that radio station?
It was on like the distant island horizon, so you can probably guess you're still like a few hours hiking
maybe?
out.
I was hoping this was maybe the parking lot for that.
No, this is a much different, smaller building. Or like not smaller building, like it's a ground level building. It looks like the radio tower is probably up a little bit higher.
Should we investigate the building? See if there's anything we could use?
Boy, I'd like to get out of this rain. Anybody else?
Yeah.
What do you
It's
say?
real
we
wet
get
out
of this
here.
rain? Yeah, it's so wet. What do you think, Mr. Peanut?
I mean, the rain is it's helping with the light bouncing around, but Peanut's cold.
You also hear like a gentle like whirring noise, like a soft like meh, meh, meh.
That sounds like an alarm.
It's not an alarm. It sounds like very, very small motors working. Like behind you, it sounds like it's coming from behind. Just like a meh, meh, meh.
Look in that direction.
You look around. You don't see anything right away until you see a soft blinking red light up one of the trees nearby. So there's like a soft blinking red light in one of the trees, but it's high enough and concealed enough that you can't see what it is, but you do hear a little motor where that light is, like a meh, meh, and then like a soft blinking red
Security
light.
camera.
It's cameras.
And then as
They're
soon as,
watching us?
and then with the occasional like flashing light, you do make out what looks like a functioning security camera concealed in a nearby tree.
Well, there you go. Another G-Man. Hope you're right at home, Rory. Hope you feel real cozy with the G-Man breathing down your neck.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nicer, apparently. You don't need me jabs at me now.
Hey,
Walks
listen,
toward the building
if
Okay, you
come
push
toward-
you push through the gate and step into the parking lot.
with the stick. So like,
The
in case
gate
it's electric or something.
the lights are off.
Oh, okay.
So you push open the gate with the stick, just to be safe. And it makes a loud, creaking, groaning noise, just. And now Rory, you're in a parking lot full of like maybe 8 or so identical Jeep Wranglers. Time and weather has eroded away, like the paint and whatever the logos would have been.
Hey, Rory, why don't you go to the Jeep and get your own crowbar and gun? Seems like you're into it. I'll go with you. I'll cover you.
Okay.
Then he goes behind him and starts walking towards one of the Jeeps.
Go to one of the Jeeps, yeah.
All of these ones look like they were not supplied.
Well, shit. Sorry. Thought I was gonna have a fun, sassy moment. Turns out, not everyone is equipped the same.
We should get inside. Are y'all coming? I'll look back toward Jeb and Peanut.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay.
Yeah, Peanut wonders why there's a security camera.
Is Peanut staring at the security camera? The camera just kind of goes, "Rrr," and the motor tilts down at you.
Help me. Right? Yeah? I don't know. Peanut thinks this Curta comer is a bit sassy.
Everybody's already like 30, 40 feet away from you, like in the parking lot, moving towards the building, and you're like still back at the security camera. looking
Mr.
up.
Peanut, please come join us if you want. No pressure, but boy, howdy, we did see a lot of blood and people getting dragged away, so maybe we should stay together.
Yeah, you're the ones in the dirt.
Yeah, but we're also the ones who are nearly dry.
Mm-hmm.
Way towards the building.
The three of you that are separated from Peanut, your eyes are slowly starting to adjust. So you can start to make out things. You can make out the sign near the entrance that's like obscured by vines and foliage. You can't make out what the sign says, but it's like just because it's obscured with like foliage and junk. Looks like it'd be easy enough to like wipe off and.
Yeah, you go and wipe it.
It says Embryonics Administration. EMBRYO, so embryo. Embryonics Administration.
Hey, who wants to find out who was first, the chicken or...
The embryo?
I don't know what you're talking about. You're way back there.
As soon as
Don't catch up, Mr. Peanut.
with the yelling, as soon as there's like a break in the yelling, you hear another blood-curdling scream in the distance.
Well, shit. Let's
Run
get
into
in.
the building. Run into the building.
Yeah. Hold the door open. And let everyone...
Okay.
Have the stick ready.
Is Mr. Peanut coming?
All right.
Yeah.
Is there anything to bar the door with for now? Maybe a chain or a...
As you or
Or a stick? Looks at Rory.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all step inside, and you guys can bar the door from this side with the big piece of driftwood that was being used as a walking stick. You step into what was once a reception area. It's a large half-circle desk that dominates the space, cluttered with old yellowed papers and personal belongings. Framed photos, likely from whoever used to work here, are scattered among the debris. A dusty telephone sits on the desk. Yes, back when there was not a phone in your pocket. There's like a dusty corded phone on a desk beside a compact Desk Pro 386S computer, a very, very brick-like computer from the 90s. Its screen dark and lifeless. Against the far wall, near a few overturned chairs and a dusty, heavy, mildewed water cooler, stand two vending machines, surprisingly still well stocked with snacks. A set of double doors behind the desk are open and lead deeper into the building.
Starve in.
Jimothy St. Delaware pulls out his own wallet that does have some dollar bills in it. Puts them into the machine.
There's no power, so it doesn't go into the machine. Like nothing like takes the bill.
Then he looks at Rory. Oh, seems like the machine doesn't want to take my money. Like it's refusing service. What would you do in this situation? Jeb, what would you do in this situation? Jeb, you know what? I agree. That's 2 votes for smashing.
Yeah,
Mr.
we gotta smash it.
Oh, Rory, you said you'd smash it?
Yeah. I'm hungry.
Wait a second. Hold on. That sounds to me like criminal activity.
You're a bad influence, I guess.
Oh, cool. It falls on my shoulders. I say we smash. Mr. Peanut? We're gonna smash for snacks, Mr. Peanut. Do you agree?
things. Things you could smash for snacks, but yeah, smash for snacks.
Dynamite drop it, Mr. Peanut. Let's smash for snacks.
Smashy, smashy.
All right, so Jeb, you're smashing both vending machines open with the crowbar.
And great prejudice, yes.
All right, so the glass shatters. It's pretty loud. There's a little bit of an eerie silence after you smash it. Both one vending machine is dedicated to like snacks. The other one is dedicated to drinks. In the snacks vending machine, we have Skittles, Ring Pops, Nerds. Again, if any of these are Canadian candies, I apologize. Sweet.
I know all these.
Okay,
We'll
sweet.
let you know.
Sweet Tarts. Laffy Taffy.
The fuck is that? I'm kidding.
Okay. I had to look up 90s Doritos that were like brought out. Jumpin' Jack Monterey Cheese Doritos.
Oh, yeah.
Yum.
Cool Ranch Doritos.
Cool, you gotta.
And Kit Kat bars. That's the snack vending machine. And the drinks, we have a pretty bummer selection for the most part. Sprite. Cherry Cola, which is bomb. Minute Maid, just Minute Maid orange juice. My favorite of the bunch, High C Ecto Cooler.
Oh yeah.
God.
And Jolt Cola.
What about is there any Fruitopia?
That is real.
Oh.
I need to see if Fruitopia was around in 1993.
Ooh, that's Middle America.
Yeah, I need to see if Fruitopia was from 1993.
Oh,
Introduced 1994, so Fruitopia
Oh.
Fruitopia doesn't exist yet.
And it doesn't anymore. I still remember just going to like the public pool as a kid. They had a Fruitopia vending machine.
we have Fruitopia here. Like I can still get Fruitopia here in like vending machines and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, like
God.
all the fast like McDonald's still has Fruitopia here in Canada. Like they have like the orange Fruitopia, and then it's like the strawberry Fruitopia that they still have here in Canada.
Strawberry Utopia. As soon as you said that.
It's still available in Canada.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's
We
all
take a
good.
trip to Canada just for
Discontinued in the US.
Fruitopia.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's Canada's promised land.
Can I
Honestly.
ask one thing regarding the vending machine? I know you said the snacks. Generally, I have in most vending machines I've seen now, correct me if I'm wrong. There is a row at the bottom of the vending machine that has either like breath mints or oftentimes like a little 5-pack of gum.
Yeah, there's probably some of those down there.
Great. I would like to grab the gum.
Okay.
And I'd like to grab the Jolt Cola.
As you're all, so as you're all like looking through,
Jolt.
yeah, Jolt Cola, Ecto Cooler, Minute Maid, Cherry Coke. As you're all like taking through the snacks, all
and the gum.
all of the snacks expired last year, 1992.
But I still take the gum. And
All right.
the Jolt. The shelf life for most sugared colas is about a year. Is the shelf life before it's out of date, but it doesn't
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah, so it's like it's rough. It's probably flat.
Yeah. It starts. there's diminishing returns, but it's not bad.
And it's all room temperature.
Bad. Yeah, that's gonna be the hardest part because it's.
Yeah, it really.
So
would be.
Rory, what are you grabbing for snacks and drink? You got a selection here.
Yeah, gonna grab the Laffy Taffy.
And they only have banana Laffy Taffy.
Never mind.
You
Not that
monster.
one.
You monster!
Never
I
mind.
like banana Laffy Taffy. Fine. They also have
No, banana's good. Banana's good.
You know
they
what?
have
You know what?
blue
have you-
raspberry.
Okay. Always at the movie theaters, they had the really, really long Laffy Taffies.
Yeah.
And they were the watermelon ones, and they
Sure.
had like the little seeds.
Sure.
Anyway,
They
I'll
have-
grab the Laffy Taffy
They
because
have
it reminds them the
they,
most of
they have
beef jerky.
they have a Laffy Taffy that looks like watermelon. It has what looks like seeds on it.
Perfect. Gonna take that, and then gonna do the Sprite.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Jeb, what are you grabbing for snacks?
Somebody grabbed it. Was it with the Monterey cheese? Was it?
Yeah, Jumpin' Jack, Monterey Cheese Doritos, Cool Ranch Doritos, Kit Kats.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Somebody already grabbed the Monterey cheese Doritos.
No, the only thing that's been claimed right now is the Laffy Taffy.
He's grabbing the Doritos.
The Monterey Jack ones.
Yeah.
Those have been claimed. And what about your drink? Jolt Cola has been taken and Sprite has been taken, leaving only Cherry Cola, Minute Maid, and High C Ecto Cooler.
Oh, Ecto Cooler all the way. Yeah. Jeb loves Ghostbusters.
He's got to.
And then Peter, you got some snacks in there. You got
And Perry's gonna get them Kit Kats, and Perry's gonna get them that Minute Maid. Wonder if that Minute Maid is perhaps fermented.
yeah,
A little bit of a wine now.
not a controlled ferment. So it's probably bad for you. So you got weird fermented Minute Maid in a can, and
Does it just look? Before I get too deep into it, does it just straight up have mold at the top?
no.
Okay.
Cans are airtight. You don't really get mold inside cans, so
The liquid has separated though.
yeah, there'd be like a bit of there's like a separation in sediment at the
Yeah,
bottom.
Pino will give it a shake.
Just shake it up. It's fine. Okay.
I'll fix it.
All right. Yeah, you guys got your snacks. You got your drinks from the vending machine. It's been a disastrous journey, but here you are.
Peter's lasted on preserved food for months. Months at a time.
Yeah, you have the desk, which is covered in like belongings and framed photos and yellowed papers. There's the phone. There's the really old computer, and then there's the double doors behind the desk that lead deeper into the building.
I mean, hoping against hope. Well, I guess I'll see if we've got a dial tone. I'm gonna scoop up the phone.
No power, so no dial tone. But the camera had power outside. And so did the radio tower you saw.
Rory, I saw you had one of those digital computers. Maybe you know about computer stuff.
I will need maybe they do have a power supply that we can turn on. Usually the generators are or the breakers are deeper into the building, so we can try to go a little bit deeper if you want.
Yeah, we've got you. That sounds like a great idea.
Okay.
You know, hey Rory, you know Linux system?
The what?
Linux.
Sure. Probably.
Hmm.
If it was in the 90s, he definitely knows it because he definitely uses computers and.
They try to have old Peanut learn the newfangled systems. And old Peanut don't learn them.
Yeah, I don't think like houses need a lot of like computer systems, right?
Oh, Linux
They're
is,
trying to,
yeah, Linux would only be 2 years old at this point.
Wow, really?
Crazy. That's
It was a-
crazy.
It was a newfangled thing for Jurassic Park, right?
They used Unix in Jurassic Park.
Oh, Unix.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably like a
But which it
Like
was
a-
like, which is like a precursor to Linux. So
yeah.
I think the Master of Whispers in Game of Thrones was that too.
Oh my god,
that's good.
that was so good.
That's good.
So good. So casual. So good.
Unix.
Damn it.
My brain took
God
too
damn
long to
it.
process that.
That was
went,
good.
Oh.
Yeah, Rory, you would know the building probably has obviously has like a backup generator somewhere or something to get the power on just in case.
Yeah, let's.
Especially if it's like on an island somewhere, they probably have backup power just in case.
Power, yeah. Gonna probably try to. Is there any kind of navigation? Like, is there any kind of placards or signs or anything
Yeah,
like that?
near the double doors, there is like placards that say production, kennels, stair access.
Let's do the stair access maybe to start with.
Okay. Yeah, so like on this floor, it looks like it's production, kennels, and then stair access.
Okay.
So you all head through the double doors into the corridor. It's dark in here, but then there's the occasional beacon light occasionally, which reflects off of like so many like surfaces, like stainless steel, like, and then like the porcelain, like the floor tiles, all that. This corridor is quite dirty. A portion of the ceiling has collapsed, giving a view up through to the second floor, but no way to actually like clamber up because it's, you can see a rat scurrying along the corridor, kind of startled at your presence and the flashing light. The rat scurries away and like crawls through a hole in the wall. The rat seems startled before your presence.
Living creatures here still, so that's like a good sign, right?
Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty good sign.
Okay.
Things can't live without a food source, so maybe there's food somewhere besides the delicious snacks.
Roy, are you eating? Are you eating the?
This orange juice is making peanut gassy.
Oh.
The corridor. The corridor takes a left at the end. Before that are 3 doors: production, kennels, as in like dog kennels, and then stair access. And then around the corner, you can see an elevator that is no longer functioning.
Huh.
Again, because there's no power.
Well, you said maybe we should do stair access. Do you want to see production or kennels before there? I wonder what this was the embryo place, so I wonder what kind of kennels they could possibly have.
Then we want to go up, see if we can go get to the radio tower.
I don't. No,
That's
this is like a
not
ground
what
floor.
place.
This was like a ground floor building.
This is like a
The radio
ground
tower is still a few hours of
We're gonna have
hiking
to go.
away.
This will go down.
Yeah, we've got.
It's a 2-story building.
Oh, 2-story.
Yeah, like in the corridor, there's like a hole in the ceiling where you can see up to the second floor.
I missed that.
Yeah, at
Yeah,
least in my house when I was growing up, the fuse box was always in the basement.
Maybe in
Whoa.
production they might have some side access to the power.
That's
In
There.
connections.
production.
Fuse box is at the bottom.
So we go into production.
Okay. Open the door.
Eating a few Skittles.
The large open room is filled with incubator-like machines, each designed to hold around 9 eggs or so. Suspended from the ceiling are defunct robotic arms that hang from a track system that extends across the entire space. All around the room are numerous embryonic tube stands filled with a murky, stagnant liquid, and at one point these likely held specimens. Cracked and ruined eggs litter the floor, mixed with dead leaves and vegetation blown in through a sizable hole in one wall towards the ceiling, where you can see outside. Small tables are set near each incubator and tube, strewn with old yellowed papers.
How recent are these eggs cracked? Do they smell?
No. Pretty old.
Okay.
Anything?
It's a
on
it's a
the-
pretty big room, so it would take some time to like look around it and see what's around it.
Yeah.
If there's anything like worth
See
finding.
as we're going out of the room, is there any labeling system that might, like, under the eggs that would tell us what kind of eggs these are, or like in, like
It just says like prototype specimens A, B, C, D. No like actual names, just prototype specimen A, prototype specimen B, C, D, E, F.
What do the eggs look like? Are they like? Do they look These don't seem to look like chicken eggs.
No, they're a little bit bigger. They're roughly the size. Some are roughly the size of like ostrich eggs. Some are smaller. Some are more like oval shaped, like long oval shaped. Not like any eggs you guys have ever seen. Probably they're all like weirdly shaped.
Oh boy, I've seen Alien. Keep an eye out for anything trying to hug your face.
Oh, that's a good. That's a weird looking egg.
That scares what? Maybe.
As you're like all like walking around looking around, since Jimothy's looking for like anything to like label what these might be, you do find an interesting research note that I will send to you, and I ask that you read it aloud because Dread is a narrative focused experience first and foremost. And I will send that to you, Caleb.
It's a good thing you didn't send it to Peanut.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, gang. I ran into a little bit of scuttlebutt I'd like to read to you. June 7th, 1987.
Bit of time ago.
Progress is- What was that?
That's a bit of time ago. 87.
Yeah, it's about 6 years ago. It's a really good year for people being born. But a lot of cool people were born that year. That's what I'd say. Progress is steady. We've finalized contracts with the necessary governments and secured grants to fund our work. Now, you see, it's weird that you gotta ask the G-Man permission to do any sort of work. That's what I'm saying, Rory. It's just a bureaucratic
Let's
mess.
read the note.
All right, I'll keep going. Secured grants to fund our work well into the next decade, thanks in part to our pharmaceutical work and breakthroughs. With financial stability, we can now begin maturing the prototype specimens for the coming days, pushing forward with testing for their true purpose. The first prototype, which some of the team have taken to calling Sue, for obvious reason, is showing remarkable potential. She's a bit temperamental, but that's to be expected. One Dr. Roger Hallbrook, chief geneticist, and EvoBiogenics. Wow. Man, they were saving species before, regarding gorillas, but now it seems they're some kind of egg creatures that seem to have an obvious name of Sue. Maybe they're pseudopods. Blah, 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 blah.
No. Wait. So this island is working with EvoGiant, or was it one point?
Based on the note, it sounds like at one point was operated by EvoBiogenic, the people who chartered the cruise or sponsored the cruise.
What a weird coincidence.
What's wild is how much you trust the government to believe that this was a coincidence at all.
They're not for the government.
Well, they're certainly working with some kind of G-Man to get the things to give the go-ahead. The note says it plain and clear, Rory. When are you going to open your eyes and stop being fed all the bureaucratic red tape?
Look, I'm trying to understand, okay? It's a lot to take in.
You eat bureaucratic red tape like hungry hippos eat marbles. It's wild.
Pure thinks the only thing I understand is how we need to get back to the thing.
I think we need power, because I think I could do something with the computers. So, is there any
Yeah,
other doors out of here?
Let's get you downstairs, egghead.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, walking around is you just constantly kind of just step on eggshells and they just
Oh, they're everywhere?
oh everywhere. Yeah.
Oh no.
That's
Okay.
nice. 50.
To the stairs. And down down.
Okay, so you
Alright.
back out into the main corridor where the door that's at kennels, and then there's stair
Don't worry,
access.
Rory. You go ahead, and I got your 6. Pulls
So-
out the
Okay.
gun.
Okay, so
And
you
ready.
you come out of production, you walk past the door marked kennels, and then you open up the door marked stair access, and there's a set of stairs going up to the second floor, and a set of stairs going down to what looked like a partially flooded basement, flooded with about waist deep water.
Never mind. Let's go upstairs.
You all see the flooded, like partially flooded, like stairs
There's
that go
water
down
down there.
towards the basement.
If there's any backup generators, they're done for.
Or maybe
Yeah, no, we'd also probably electrocute ourselves if we tried to mess with it, right?
Yeah.
yeah, Pins don't want to get electrocuted.
I'm gonna throw like a handful of Skittles into the water.
Okay.
They go like this.
Rory,
Uh,
I would like you
oh no.
to pull from the tower or roll on the D&D Beyond page a d20.
Uh-huh.
You want a 2 or higher. If you're
What
too
if I get a
scared, if you're
natural
too,
one?
if you then Rory is taken out of the game in some capacity. If you don't want to risk it, you can choose to bleed and automatically succeed and increase.
No, I'm not gonna bleed. We're gonna see how lucky me as a player is in
Okay.
games like this.
You want a 2 or higher.
I got a 15.
Okay. You throw the Skittles in.
I'll pull the Jenga. Done.
All right. You pull or you throw the Skittles into the water. Nothing happens. Just they splash. There's no like electric. There's like no electric current in the water. They just kind of float.
Okay. So there's nothing immediately waiting in the water. Maybe we can come back. No, that's stupid. Let's go upstairs. Yeah.
Okay. So you begin to walk up the stairs. The stairs are a little rickety, and there are holes in the stairs where it's just like a straight drop into like the water below. And you begin to like walk up the stairs, up the stairs, and the stairs come to a door with like a very narrow pane of glass in it, like a rectangular pane of glass off to one side, and it's those like windows and doors that have like the wires inside to prevent people like breaking through the window to like unlock it. It's one of those, and then it's got a key card reader kind of built into the knob on this side. And it looks like it requires like a key card or some form of like identification to open the door up, actually. Like a one that you slide the card into. Like a hotel.
I think the
like,
power's off.
like a hotel, yeah.
Gonna test the door.
Okay. It opens.
Like in or me?
It would open inward.
Slowly open it.
Yeah, as soon as you slowly open it, you're greeted with someone slumped up back against the wall, opposite wall, disemboweled, and they're like decayed a little bit, and it looks like they're wearing like a white lab coat, and they're just like slumped up against the wall, head down, and their just intestines are all hanging out on the floor. And then the corridor kind of the corridor spans in two directions. To the left is where the sizable hole is in the floor. It's like a 20-foot diameter hole. It's a sizable hole towards the left where you'd have to like run and get a running start to jump over it. And then or drop like 20 feet to the first floor. And then there's the right corridor, which goes and then turns to the left.
Okay. Well, first,
That's a dead person.
Roy lets out a scream.
You let out a scream.
Covers her mouth like it's the initial shock of it. It tries to cover their mouth quickly.
Okay,
But
you let out a
As you
scream,
can.
and somewhere on this floor, elsewhere on this floor, you all hear a door open and close, like in quick succession. Just said.
Well, sounds like there's some other survivors around here.
Is anybody out there?
Out of the doorway toward the others, like where the staircase is, they're pressed up, they're back, they're like hyperventilating, like trying not to.
Okay.
A full-blown attack.
You hear something walking, like heavy footfalls, like not super heavy footfalls, but like poof, 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 coming down like the corridor to the right, coming from that direction. And when it walks, it sounds like you're hearing like something click clacking on the floor, like occasionally, like a little rhythmic pattern, like a, and then walking some more.
Sounds like someone with a cane is walking around.
A little bit. You can hear something approaching a little more, and you hear what sounds like a deep, rumbling, purring noise.
I got a big cat with him.
And the flashing of the red light makes it hard to get a good look at things occasionally when it happens. So the red light occasionally flashes. I think you're muted, Caleb.
Oh yeah, just the gun is trained in that direction.
Okay.
Gonna get a nice tight grip on that crowbar.
The knife is like this now.
So the red light flashes again, and as the light flashes and fades, because when it flashes, it's hard to see. And when the light dims a little bit, you can all see something standing about 30 feet away where the corridor takes a turn. It stands about like 8 feet tall. It's bipedal, but also like reptilian. It has 2 eyes on the side of its head. It's a bipedal, 8-foot tall reptile sort of creature with like a gray hide, and the clicking on the floor is coming from these large, like sickle shaped claws on either foot. And it makes a dead sprint for the 4 of you, moving incredibly fast. Faster than
Oh shit!
this 8-foot tall Utah raptor,
That's a big lizard.
which is what the Jurassic Park raptors are supposed to be, as it sprints forward at you all. What are you all doing?
Oh shit! Diving out of the way.
Using the trigger.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
I'm gonna squeeze the trigger.
Roll a d20. You need a 3 or higher, or you can choose to bleed and automatically succeed. But this is the only time Jimothy can do it across the 2 sessions. Up to you. Okay, you need a 3 or higher.
Well,
Okay, so this massive theropod, this bipedal dinosaur, rushes towards the group. Jeb leaps out of the way as Jimothy pulls up the tranquilizer rifle. Thankfully, filled up one of the darts. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to do this right now. And you fire, and it sinks right into the soft, the soft flesh of the neck. And the thing stumbles for a second, and it is a fast-acting sedative as it hits the ground and comes to a sliding stop at your feet.
Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. I'm gonna run and
What
try to
the
stab
hell
the
is
eyeball.
that?
That's a big lizard.
I'm stabbing the
I
eyeball
can
with
see
the
that.
Swiss Army knife.
So as soon as it slides to a stop, Rory takes their pocket knife and the Swiss Army knife and starts stabbing it in the eye socket.
into that soft membrane right there.
whoa! You seem kind of bloodthirsty, boy. It's already down. It's down.
And he starts also takes one of the darts out of his pocket and starts filling it up with the other cartons and all, and then
All right.
loads the rifle
another shot ready. That thing while I'm looking at this thing. So, guess we got a large. Guess we got some kind of reptile infestation.
What is this?
Boy, that's a scary sight. Wobble
Oh
wobble.
my gosh, you just made this worse.
I suppose you like that there was a bit of light in that. Yeah.
No. If I'm being honest, we'd have already had night vision by now.
Was night vision.
That's when you let your eyes adjust to the evening.
You all
No, that don't make no sense.
from
Things just
the
get dark.
from the other corridor where the hole in the floor is. Just out of the corner of your eye, you see another one slinking around the corner, about 10 feet away now, or like 15 feet or so away down the opposite corridor. And these appear to be pack hunting style creatures. As the second one, seeing Rory knelt down, back turned, stabbing away with the knife, it comes running and sprinting and leaps the hole in the floor and lands about maybe 5 feet behind Rory.
Then, yeah, gun train gonna.
I'm
squeeze
gonna try to
in.
roll in. Doorway.
Interesting. Rory, you're trying to roll away. Okay. Jimothy's aiming again. Okay. Rory, do a roll. You can choose to.
Oh my god.
You're closer, so you can choose to do. You can roll, or you can choose to bleed. What you need is a 4 or higher right now.
Nervous, y'all. Nervous.
Oh.
What a 5.
So, Rory, you roll out of the way just as it goes for another pounce. It skids a little bit on the floor where you were laying, or where you were, like, crouched. The claws would have, like, raked into your back, and that would have been it for Rory. However, Jimothy, you trained the gun on this Utah Raptor, and you fire. You roll. You can pull from the tower, basically make a roll. You need a 5 or higher. And no one has used a bleed yet.
Natural 20, baby!
So as this thing leaps and skids, you shoot and you drop this one too with the tranquilizer, and it also kind of just drops.
Ba-ba-ba-boo.
I'm gonna wait to see if the others react, and if they don't, I'm running at the other one in the eyes. Another shanking in the eyeballs.
I'd maybe stay away from the eye shanking. Seems like it pisses them off.
That's I fill
You need to make sure it's dead.
fill up the final dart,
Okay.
and then put that in the gun. And there's no that would be about 3 doses, so there's no more reason to hold on.
Nope.
To the cartridge.
That's all. It's empty.
I think we need to keep moving.
Yeah, I'd say we keep moving, maybe towards the radio tower, because it seems like these fuckers are mean. They mean business.
Why you keep running towards them?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why anyone would run towards them.
There is
Bring
Stand
toward
there
us.
shooting it. I'd appreciate it, but what kind of lunatic? All right.
there is still
If
the there is still
shoot
the
them?
there is still the disemboweled guy in the lab coat too, in the corridor.
I'm sorry, Jed, you said it was... what's happening?
I think you're both lunatics, but I appreciate it.
Well, yeah, listen, these are defensive shots. I'm not looking for a fight. But you said, well, there's a man in a lab coat. Shall we see if he's got any information on him? And by the way, I said we get back down out of this fucking building. We could run towards the radio tower. That's my...
This land to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we need to go.
Mr. Peanut,
Okay.
any thoughts from you?
The thing said we need to head back to the radio tower, like I said. So it's good to hear someone else say it.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you dig through the? I can't remember. If someone said they're digging through the.
Yeah, let's go check out the scientist.
Okay. He's got an ID card. It looks like it's like a key card for all of like the security doors that you slide in, like similar to the one that leads up here. He's got one of those, and he's got a set of like keys to some sort of vehicle. There's like no brand or like emblem for like the brand on the key. It's just like a basic little key, so it probably goes to like a vehicle that isn't
One of the Jeeps.
brand name. Yeah. He's got an ID badge as well, and it says his name is just Steve. Just Dr. Stephen North.
Well, hey, Roy, do you want this badge? Make you feel important?
No. Thank you, though.
Okay.
He's like, feels like he has blood on his face, and he wipes, and he just smears more blood from the creature on his face. It's like that panic of like trying to get something off of you that's just not going to come off because it's all over you.
Yeah.
Alright, well, does anybody want the keys and the badge?
I'll take the keys and the badge.
Well, okay, you gotta stay with us though, Mr. Peanut. You seem to be going rogue.
I'm not going rogue. I got the light. It's all you that's going rogue.
Alright. Well, let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's go.
So back down the stairs then? Just turn around and back down the stairs.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you turn around, you all
At this place.
head back down the stairs, out the main corridor and back through the front door, or do you look around for like a back door?
If it's in the direction of the radio, I know there was a hole or something, a reasonably sized hole.
Yeah, that was in the ceiling of the ground floor, so it was the same ceiling that the creature jumped over on the second floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that hole, but the other in the.
Oh, in the production room? Yeah, there's like a hole in the wall, like up towards the ceiling.
Yeah, or just if there's like a back door or anything.
Yeah,
We-
back
if
entrance
it's not-
that way.
If it's not obvious, then I think we would maybe just I don't know. I would move towards coming.
Yeah, because we get my stick back too.
Yeah.
Okay. So you make your way.
70. Anybody? Bueller?
Bueller.
Suggestions.
All right. You all make your way back down the stairs, then out through the main corridor, back to the doors that have been barred. And you can remove the walking stick from the door and push back out into the stormy island. And as you push back outside of the stormy island, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll come back in 10 for the rest of this first part, and then see where we'll end off for the second part next week. So yeah, break. Hello everybody. Everyone's still alive as we come back from our break. You all exit into the parking lot. The thunderstorm's still very much a-going. Many roads lead out from this parking lot and what would seem like across all over the island. Still very much on foot, but you found some keys and a ID badge that gets you through security doors.
So keys and ID badge.
And they were both given to
Peanut.
Peanut.
Yeah, standing in the parking lot. The parking lot isn't as covered as like the rest of the forest has been so far, so you are getting just absolutely drenched standing in the parking lot.
Well, we were in the ocean for a bit there, so I
True.
think
Like
you
you guys
that
haven't.
ship has
there's-
literally sailed.
Yeah, nobody's dried off yet.
Well, let's keep moving towards the radio station. What do you say, gang?
Yeah, there's water, some beer, and juice.
And he opens his mouth.
Drinking rain. All right,
Yeah.
drinking
Acid rain.
fucking rain.
I know it's 93. Pollution. It's 93 off the coast of New Zealand.
Oh, I was quoting.
Climate isn't ruined yet.
I was quoting.
That's true,
I
that's true.
was quoting another Cornetto trilogy movie. So you all you can see one road that kind of has like an incline, a gradual incline to it. Wait, none of the roads. There are no like signs saying which way to go.
Is there a vehicle that looks operable?
A bunch of. You're still in the front parking lot. It looks like there might be like one in the back too for like maintenance vehicles and stuff, and like whatnot. But this parking lot is just a bunch of the busted Jeep Wranglers.
You want to go look in the... You have a keys for some kind of vehicle. Maybe we can find something that'll make us... Let us go faster.
We're almost trying to check the darts.
So you all kind of, as you like...
We only got one. We only got one of them chunky darts left, so we should probably look for another one.
Sure.
Okay.
As you, you all kind of peruse around a little bit, you can see in the back where like they would park maintenance vehicles, there's a pretty beat up looking golf cart that they just use to like drive around, and it's electric. It's like, it looks like an electric golf cart with like an electric motor. The top covering has been like completely like torn off by the elements, so it's just a shelterless convertible golf cart essentially. Driver seat, passenger seat, and then like the little area in the back where they keep clubs to sit, like a little like bench seat in the back for the clubs and the caddy. That's like the only vehicle in the back that looks like somewhat usable.
Hey, Peanut, maybe we should try the key on that thing.
There is also there is also like a small metallic shed outside, with a door, and on the door it says generator.
Peanut thinks we need to find this lat. Maybe that's in here. It says generator.
Yeah.
Okay, if you give us the key, we can try the cart, and you can look at the generator.
Is the door locked for the generator door? I'm gonna try and open it.
Yeah, it's locked.
No, I'm trying to key here.
That key is for a vehicle, so it does not fit into the door.
Stupid ass done.
He throws the keys at Jimothy.
Alright, then I'm gonna go try that cart.
Bust it down. Use the crowbar. Maybe?
The golf cart whirs to life as an electric vehicle would. Like it sputters for a little bit, and then it kind of like starts. The headlights turn on.
Okay.
Seems like it's working.
Evolving.
Honk, 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 motherfuckers. Let's get this road in gear.
All right, who wants to drive? All right, I'll drive.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, Jeb, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Shotgun.
Sit in the back.
All right, get in. Seatbelts if we got them.
There's no seatbelts.
Peanut's
no
still trying to.
seatbelts.
Peanut's still trying to knock down that door, or like get it open.
Yeah, making
Yeah, crowbar.
making a lot of noise. It's not opening.
I need the crowbar. Can we just really quick?
Really? Do you hear all that racket?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and
It's
also,
in the middle of a thunderstorm. We're fine.
All right.
we're trying to outrun
Just
giant
nervous.
Yeah, I agree. I'd like to not be eaten.
Also,
All right, all right,
I think
here you go.
Jeb has the crowbar.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand it over.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. You pry the door open, and there's a gas-powered generator in there.
Where they got a jerry can?
Reminder that the jerry can has about this much gasoline in it.
I don't know.
It's just enough. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna start at the generator, then we're gonna haul ass. Okay? So the noise will come from this, not follow us.
Yeah, sounds good.
Go.
Okay. It's one of the pull cord ones.
I've done this before.
Run into the cart.
Okay. The generator begins to like rumble loud as it comes to life. Spotlights in both parking lots suddenly flash on brightly, and you can see the perimeter fence. The lights on that also come on as lights kind of appear all over the facility now, and you can actually see without the... Well, at least this area is lit now. And it seems like the generator is only providing power to this building and the perimeter fence in this area. But the generator is loud and it is rumbling.
You said provides energy
To the building, and then a little bit of the fence in this area.
the fence is. Is there any signage that would allude to us knowing that this fence is electrified?
Yeah, probably. As
Okay.
now that the lights are coming on, you can kind of get a better look of everything. It does say like high voltage on the fence.
Now let's go to mom.
All right, so you all cram into the golf cart, and Jeb, you begin to drive it. Where? Up the incline road or one of the other roads? The radio tower looked like the radio tower looked like it was elevated when you saw it from the beach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Up.
So then up, yeah.
All right, so you start to drive out, pull out of the parking lot in your little electric gas or your electric powered, which makes like no noise. It doesn't go very fast.
Walking speed. It's just we don't have to get tired walking.
But there's no covering, so you're still getting hammered by rain while you're sitting on it as it just begins to take this incline road up. And after a few minutes, maybe like 15, 20 minutes, you come to another like perimeter fence. It's a small perimeter fence. This one's only maybe like 6 feet high, but it is electrified. And beyond the fence is a small little shack-like building, and then the radio tower directly behind it. And you're just like on like this elevated forest road. There's cliff to either side, that just plunges down into more forest and more ocean. There's a little spot for like a vehicle to park near the radio tower, and then there's a locked door with the electric fence. And you can see what looks like a keypad kind of built into the door of like the perimeter fence. And it's one of those like keypads that needs the card to slide in.
Someone grab that ID badge.
Yeah, I got that in your badge.
Believe
Oh,
that.
'cause I don't want to get electrocuted.
Yeah, no. No, how that?
He's gonna try and go ding.
Okay, you put the key card in, it just goes meh, meh, like two error beeps, like meh, meh.
There's a round can't take her. Go back.
I think it's electrified. I think you might get electrocuted if you tried it.
The car.
It's metal.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea.
I'd let you try it, but I don't think that's a good idea.
Alright, so go around.
What?
Sure.
We're gonna go around.
It's the whole. It's a circle. It's just all fence.
Yeah, but there's some going out and some going in. And remember, there's a spot to go in.
Yeah, but this is how you get into the perimeter. It's through this door that we don't have access to. No, right?
Yeah.
Am I thinking?
Maybe there's one of those cameras we can appeal to.
No.
And he looks around.
There's a camera nearby, like concealed in one of the trees, and it's just kind of watching. Like it's not moving.
He's gonna thumb his thumb at the door.
Alright.
Hey, look at the camera. It's me, Jimothy St. Delaware. Once in a generation talent. You gotta let me in. I can cut a record right here in this radio station.
Nothing happens.
How sturdy does the gate look?
Sturdy enough, but also you
Yeah.
know you can tell it's heavily electrified because again it just has high voltage.
Right. But is it like chain link or is it like?
It's like heavy duty chain link.
Okay.
And double check to make sure that Peanut was doing the card correctly.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah. Peter just gives him the card. Try.
Gonna try to insert it.
And try.
It seems like this keycard doesn't work for this lock. Found it in a lab. It's probably for the lab-like building you were just at.
Okay. So this means that.
Is there any indicator of battery level on the golf cart?
Yeah. There's like a
Fuel or
little.
anything?
There's like a little thing, and the indicator is like just under half.
Okay. All right. So not.
It's been sitting there for a while.
Yeah, but not super low. Okay.
No.
All right. All right. Well, is this? I suppose actually, were these lights on already?
Yeah.
So the generator isn't what's
So
powering.
there's power. That generator seemed to only be powering that building you guys just left.
Okay.
This looks like it has its own power system that
Okay.
was on that has been on the entire time.
Alright, so I think we gotta go back and get our fire card.
Is there another way that we can go differently when we go back?
No, we got a key card right here. There may be somewhere in the building we got for another key card.
Okay. Sure. Finding key cards.
On an island.
Jeez.
Well,
Nervous to go back.
yeah, I see a couple options here. We can try running the golf cart into it and see if that'd bash it open, but that also risks us losing the golf cart.
I could go for it.
He rubs his hand across it because it's got the headlights. He's
Right.
softly tapping it.
I mean, why don't we pull the door apart?
With what?
Well, we could tear my jacket into strips and make a rope of strips. And then,
I mean, it's pretty wet out here. That might conduct.
yeah, but also, wet rope doesn't tear.
But wet rope does conduct electricity.
Does
You know?
it seem like the where
Why don't we use a
the
stick though? Why don't we use a stick? So we take this guy's stick.
The stick's also wet. Everything's
wet.
kind of
Everything's wet.
wet.
Everything's wet. Everything's got water. It's gonna electrocute you.
Does it seem like where the place where the keypad is? Does it seem like I could finagle with it? Like, could I take and try to pry the
Yeah.
key card slot?
Yeah.
out?
This is going to be considered difficult, so you don't accidentally like electrocute yourself. So I'm going to need you to do two pulls.
Oh, jeez, that doesn't sound great.
One
I
has
have
be
to roll a
thick,
what? A 6 and a
A
7.
6. It'd be a 6 and then a 7. You can choose to bleed, but up to you.
The bleed would only make it one.
Yeah. The bleed would only succeed on the one pull.
Oh God, y'all! I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. Okay. I'm
Okay.
gonna roll.
You need a 6 right now.
Okay.
Okay. So you
15.
what are you using to like pride of the Swiss Army knife?
I Google the Swiss Army knife because I don't remember what all tools are. On
Sure.
there, so
Okay.
it's like a-
You can
There's
probably,
a screwdriver.
yeah. Okay. Swiss Army knife would make the most sense.
You know, like there's a flathead on there.
So
Should be a Phillips too.
it'll work.
Uh-huh.
So you start using you pry off the covering a little bit. Now you need a 7 or higher.
Oh no. You know what? Let's go to the end of the session. Wait, but we only get one
Across
for
both.
sessions, right?
And then the roll required does carry over to the second session. It doesn't reset between sessions.
Right.
So if
It's
you
only gonna get harder.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, want to roll. Oh my God! It tilted to a. It went to a 1 and kind of did this little teeter. Okay,
Okay.
11. Seize.
So, you pry off the covering with the knife, and with your experience with computers and whatnot, you can pull a couple wires here and there, and you cause the door to, like, the lock on the door to disengage, and the door is no longer electrified, but the fence still is.
Okay.
So the door is now unlocked and can be opened safely.
Okay. I did it. I did it. And it's gonna try the door.
Yeah, it opens.
Is the door like just a regular sized door, or I'm asking like, can we fit the cart?
Oh, it can't fit the cart through.
Great, so the cart stays there, but it's like a standard like door, so like.
Yeah, it's like a chain link door.
But it's like.
Standard
4
door.
by 8.
Standard door, yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
And then through the door, there's the small building where, like, the radio tower sticks up, like, from the top of the building. And then there's, like, a small building with, like, no windows and just a single door. And then we look like the controls for the radio thing is inside.
Let's park the cart right in front of the door so a human can crawl through it, but a big old lizard would have a difficult time.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Reasonable.
Yeah, not like them big lizards.
All right, I vote
Yeah.
we don't have
Yeah, just nod.
Mr. Peanut talk through the radio.
Yes, it's a very good plan. Okay, I'm going to be the first to walk through.
Okay, so you walk through the electrified, well, not the no longer electrified door, but
Yeah.
now that door can no longer be electrified. So there is now a breach in the fence a little bit.
Yeah, but with a golf cart in front of it,
Yeah,
some sort of.
but yeah, Rory, you pass through first.
Hold on there, Narc. I'm right behind you.
Got a word for bad singer.
What's what?
Nothing. It's the rain. It's making me cold. Sorry, I'm shivering.
I'd say it's from all the pee in your pants, from all the fits you're throwing.
I killed 2 of those things
Wait a second. Now,
with your help, but
yeah, okay.
Can we do this inside, please?
Yeah, let's try and get inside.
You all pass through the door.
Rory needs a diaper change.
You all pass through the no longer electrified door. The golf cart gets parked directly in front of it, and yeah, the door to the radio shack awaits.
93 Radio Shacks are is full swing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they are.
Let's lay down this track.
You go to try the door, and the door's locked.
Oh,
Key card.
No, this one looks like it needs a key.
Well, we need a regular key for this one.
well, why don't we try knocking?
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm
No answer.
gonna try. I look
Hello?
on either sides of the building. We can see if there's another camera.
Are there any windows?
There's no windows on this building.
That's a hazard.
Radio Shack. EvoBiogenic doesn't have windows.
The only camera is the one that watches the gate that you all were trying to like ask to open the door for you.
Could the crowbar be used?
It looks like you could bash like the doorknob off and open the door that way.
All right, get out of the way.
Okay.
Here you go, Jeb. You can do it.
All right, yeah.
Just gonna start bashing
The doorknob, you just like bash it. You break the doorknob, so it just kind of like falls out, and the door can just be like pushed open. And inside is just a big old monitor on the wall, and then like a kind of like computer system set up. And the monitor looks like a display of the entire island. Strangely, it doesn't look like there's any fucking radio equipment in here. It's just this computer set up with this large monitor of a map of the island, and there's like flashing little blips on the map, most of which are centered on the beaches, but there is now a flashing light that kind of comes on inside this very building on the map. And the
Does
flash
it sync up with the light of the.
Yeah. So this system seems to be like pinging all of the life rafts and the antenna that Peanut's holding. And it's the same like flashing pattern too on the board, and it's the same flashing pattern as the radio tower. So the radio tower and all of the beacons from the rafts match the same pattern.
We're not at the radio tower yet, right?
This is where the radio tower was when you saw it from the beach. But there's no radio equipment. It's just a monitor and a computer system with a map of the island and all of these light beacons, most of which on the beach where you washed up, and then one where you are standing right now because of Peter.
There's obviously some. I tried to filter through, like, use the computer system to try to like access maybe cameras or.
So you dig around through the computer system. It's not like a complicated system. It's not tied to security cameras. It's not tied to like anything on the island. It seems to operate it seems to be like a computer system to operate a sort of like call and response system, like a beacon system, like a homing beacon sort of system. And it seems like the tower is the beacon that things use, like GPS and whatnot, to kind of home towards. And with like what you're looking at, it seems like the rafts were purposely fitted with homing technology to bring them to this island. And this is not a radio tower at all. There is no communications systems in this room.
Looking at the map, is there any indications of like other locations, like where the lab was?
No, it's there's no like buildings on the map. It's just a map of basic outline of the island and
Topography stuff.
yeah, beacons. The beacons where all the rafts are, and now, again, the beacon in this chamber.
Well, Peanut thinks we should wait out the storm in there.
I'll try off some.
We get some sleep.
Probably a good idea for us to engage in a little bit of calisthenics to bring our body heat temperatures up. Don't catch our death in the morning.
Okay. You all begin to get comfortable then and look towards the door that you can no longer close because the doorknob's been busted off. And then out,
Is there anything in
Nope.
this place?
just the weird computer system. So there's the broken front door, and then there's the disengaged, destroyed security lock on the perimeter fence gate. And just the occasional flashing lights from this display showing where all the beacons are on the island currently.
We should take turns.
It's also
Watching the door.
weird. It's also weird that these beacons are connected to the cruise we were on. It's almost as if that the ship somehow crashed on purpose in this area.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you think it's to like feed those creatures?
Well, that's bizarre, but you know,
An
strange-
easier way to do it.
Why is that how is that easy at all?
I said there could be, there has to be an easier. There, I don't know what I said, but it has to be an easier way to do it than to crash a whole ship.
I agree. Ships cost money.
Also, only like 3 of us made it, and it seems like that was kind of a miracle.
Right?
Well, no, there were the others that we saw. Beginning.
I guess that's true.
And fog.
Yeah, looking at the board of all the
Sure.
lights, there's like 20 beacons for like where life rafts would have ended up on the various beaches or sets around the island, and then you can see like they're like other like tiny little islands too, where where other beacons have also kind of like washed up on.
Hey, Jim.
Uh-huh.
Let me go. Mama's, one of them.
What?
Nigga, Mama's one of them.
Someone translate, please.
What of what?
I think he wants to ask if the beacon that he has is the same as the others.
No. Is your mama in one of them?
Is my
Pointing
Mama.
at the other beacon.
How am I? I know as much as you do.
I think
Alright.
others had to have like. Could all be dead, could they?
I don't know. Maybe they're still on boats or something, or rafts. I don't know if they all made it here.
They just stayed on the beach. Was probably would have been smarter.
Yeah, but the beach is cold in the storm. At least in here, we can maybe dry off a little bit. By the way, he's already taken off the jacket. He's found somewhere to hang it on, and either over like anything waist side of the jacket is getting dried off. He's untucked the suit. Shoes and socks have come off, and he's wringing out the socks to get them as dry as possible. Putting them in something, so he's barefoot currently,
Okay.
like just like trying to get dry as much as possible. Standing next to a server that's cooking up, and it's hot. Trying
Yeah.
to maybe use the server to help.
It's it gives off a lot of heat.
So, yeah, he's using the server to help cook some socks and pants. In that classic,
The
like, old-timey
stink.
the old timey cartoon thing where you like rub your butt next to coals. To get a little warm. Oh, I feel the life coming back to my limbs. Really, you
Looms?
guys should come get down on this. Come on. There's
Yeah,
only so
we
much
got on
100
it.
proof alcohol can high proof alcohol can fix.
Rory's gonna take his shoes and go up to the door and try to like shove them so the door. It's not gonna say like shove it at the
Yeah.
bottom of the door so it doesn't
Like a
it's not gonna say
makeshift door
fully
stop?
close. Yeah, but it's gonna keep it from swinging open on its own. Hopefully,
Okay.
and he's gonna walk over, and as he's staying by the server, he's gonna be looking at the map of the island. Okay, if we were here, gonna try to look for, because, oh god, yeah, was there any? I don't think we're. Does anybody remember about how many beacons we could see from where we landed?
Yeah, but
We were the fourth ship that had landed, and there are 3 other ships.
Yeah, it's
that
like if you look on the map where
in
you
part
yeah,
of the beach.
you look on your map like roughly where you guys would have landed. based on
'Cause there should be 2 gaps. Like there should be 2
There-
missing points.
Yeah, there were 4 rafts where you landed. 1 light got destroyed, 1 got taken. So there's 2 flashing lights by the southmost beach, and one of the beacons from one of those rafts is now pinging here in the
Right.
tower.
Roy's gonna take finger or like points, like in the direction that we would have traveled to get from there to there. So like try to do like as the crow flies. Is that the right saying?
Yeah.
A straight line through it. I was gonna like travel down. I was gonna move slowly to try to, not as precise, but like guesstimate about where the lab would have been, in conjunction to where they are now.
So the radio tower is roughly 2 miles from the beach. Like it's not, and the island's huge, so
Okay.
it's not even anywhere near any ends of the island. It's nowhere even near the heart of the island. It's in a weird sort of area of the island. It's like a valley that kind of plummets into like ocean below, like a natural sort of like vantage point. The lab, like, is probably half a mile from the radio tower.
All right. Well, we have a lot of island that we can venture through in the morning. Need to be able to find a way. They have to have a way of getting.
I
Had a
w-
way of getting off.
I will say there probably is like a little like clock display, like an LED clock display on the monitor system to show what time it is, and it's probably like just after 7 at night.
Oh dang.
Muted cape.
Seems like we got a lot of night to wait out. I can take the first shift if you want.
Okay, I'm really tired.
All right.
Well, cuddle up to the server and try and get some heat.
I'm gonna curl up.
I'm not
Close-
happy about
he's-
it, but all right.
Yeah, taking the shirt off. The shorts are off. He's just in his little, his underwear and his big old white tube socks.
Okay.
He's like curled up against by one of the servers.
Then I guess
Feel free to use my jacket as a pillow.
Perfect.
as you all
Untucked tuxedo shirt, bow tie, rolled up sleeves, that, and then he's put the socks and shoes back on because I think the socks are probably dried after, half hour, 45 minutes next to a hot fan.
Yeah.
It's terrible. This is the smell. It's awful.
It stinks in here.
wet socks.
Yeah.
All right, as you
They've tried. Put
Oh,
the
yeah.
back on. Then he's got the one thing, and he's gonna take the first.
Okay. As you all begin to get comfortable in this not radio tower, with some clear hints that there's shenanigans going on with this company, that's where we're going to end the first part. And
All right.
we'll pick up next week with everyone still alive.
All right.
The roll required is 8 or higher now.
Ooh, coming up on 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll pick up there next week, see if everyone survives the second part. But as Sam knows, we played Red before. The second part, and when the numbers start getting higher, is when things start ratcheting. The tension starts to get a little more.
And I predicted death within the first 15 minutes of next session.
It's probably a good prediction. All right.
Oh God.
Goodbye, everybody.